Pregame broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, it's time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, it's the 21st annual Atlantic League All-Star Game, and the 3rd time ever it's been held here on Long Island between the best players of the Liberty Division against the best players from the Freedom Division. Well, hello again, everyone. This is Chris King, joined by David Weiss. We thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast tonight around the world at liducks.com, of course on YouTube and Facebook as well, making us a part of your Wednesday night entertainment. And David, we welcome in fans from around the Atlantic League tonight, as it's not just Duck fans tuning in, but we've got the best of the best in the 21st edition of the Atlantic League All-Star Game.
A sellout plus here at Bethpage Ballpark, a gigantic fireworks show that will conclude things before the night ends, but we are expecting fireworks during the game. We've got 2 very evenly matched all-star teams that follow the home run derby, won by Davidson Romero of the New Britain Bees. And that was exciting because a couple of Long Island Ducks were involved, one of whom, Lou Ford, turns 42 a month and a day from today. And Lou put on quite a show in the first round with 3 homers. Romero was the winner in the end. So off to a great start, and as we said, it's a packed house here. Everything very, very special. I'll tell you this, I've got a neighbor named Rob and a son, Rob Jr. He's about 6, maybe 7 years old. They are here tonight. They were leaving their house. I was leaving my house, and I said, look, one thing that you know about an all-star game, you're going to see bunting, which means very, very special. When you see bunting, you know it's a special night. And the son said, I was hoping to see home runs. That is a true story.
I love it.
I know. I didn't mean that kind of bunting. I meant the bunting, the red, white, and blue bunting that you usually see in the playoffs. You see it in the All-Star game. But we're going to see a very, very special night tonight.
And he gave you routine, some material for your comedy routine
as well. That's right. I'll take it right to the stand-up comedy stage. So this is going to be a great night. The weather is cooperating. We had a breeze that was going from right toward left field for the home run derby. It has died down somewhat. Not much of a breeze now, but temperatures maybe 70, dropping to upper 60s by the time we're done tonight. Beautiful weather for an all-star game.
Well, it really is. And you can see the home plate is surrounded by the men in black right now, the 4-man umpiring crew tonight. Matt Cain will be behind the dish calling balls and strikes. Frank Urilli at first base. Chris Engstrom at third, and at second base tonight, John Grasso. So again, the normal Atlantic League crew is a 3-man crew, but on this special occasion, they'll go with 4. And you see the skippers walking in as well. Kevin Baez of the Long Island Ducks and Mark Mason of the York Revolution. They met a year ago in the Atlantic League Championship Series. Of course, it was a sweep by the York Revolution over the Long Island Ducks, and Kevin and Mark going head-to-head here tonight and having some fun. I talked to KB before the game. He said, Chris, this is the easiest game in the world to manage. He's got 9 pitchers. They're each pitching 1 inning. No pressure, no thinking, no strategy. He's got 4 subs he's got to get in at the midpoint of the contest. Mark Mason last night, though, at the All-Star Dinner, Davis said, I'm going to have some fun with this. I'm going to put pitchers in the outfield. I'm going to put infielders behind the plate. I'm going to do things no all-star manager has ever done. So he might test us in the broadcast booth to keep track of what's going on in the field. But these two guys go back a long way. Again, they've battled over the years. And, again, both have won Atlantic League championships. Of course, Kevin has led his team to the finals 5 times in the last 7 years, including a pair of titles in 2012 and 2013.
I'm not sure how unorthodox Mark Mason wants to be, but he could put you and I into the outfield
yes.
before this game is done. And we'll go into the uniforms, and hey, listen, we'll go out there and give it a shot. We mentioned this during the Home Run Derby. If you're just tuning in, though, the players, without exception, are so excited to be here. You say, well, Atlantic League, this is minor league baseball. Whatever level of baseball you're talking about, whether it be high school, college, even little league, when you are named to an all-star team, when you are recognized by your colleagues, by players, by fans, I mean, it is an ultimate honor, along with the fact that this is a major showcase for these players who, of course, are trying to make it to affiliated ball, up to the show if possible, back to Major League Ball or maybe to Major Leagues for the very first time. So it truly is a showcase when you get the best of the best on the field, and we are so proud and happy to be hosting this for the third time in Ducks history.
Well, again, the previous 2 games in this ballpark, it was first held here in 2002. That's when we had the North Division and the South Division. The Ducks were members of the North Division at that time, but the South Division won that one 4-1. 8 years later, the most recent time it was held here was 2010, and on that night, the Liberty Division beat the Freedom Division 7-1. David, the Liberty Division has not won an All-Star game since. So the Freedom Division has won the last 6 straight games between these two teams. There was one game in between played in Sugar Land, Texas in 2014 where it didn't follow the standard format. It was the Skeeters against the All-Stars of the entire league. But the last 6 head-to-head meetings between the Freedom Division and the Liberty Division have all been won by the Freedom. The last Liberty Division win again on this field 8 years ago in 2010. So Kevin Baez has played in 3 games as a player, won 1 of those 3, has managed twice before in the All-Star game. And I told him, look, you got to win an All-Star game, buddy. You haven't done that. He said, all right, tonight's the night. So for Mark Mason, it's his first time managing. He was in the All-Star game as a pitching coach under Andy Etchebarren twice in 2011 and 2012, but his first time as a skipper. Kevin Baez maybe has one thing remaining, David, on his Ducks resume to put in the W column, and that's an All-Star game, so hopefully he will tonight with the help of, again, so many players, 7 of them from his current Long Island Ducks team, helping out the Liberty squad.
And Kevin Baez, of course, isn't the most orthodox of managers either, so he may try some different things here tonight. I mean, you can really work things out, you know, go to the creative playbook, if you will. But it's time for the Liberty Division to crack this winning streak of the Freedom Division. It kind of reminds Chris and I, who are roughly the same age, growing up when the National League in Major League Baseball had a stranglehold.
Yep.
The American League just could not break through, and then finally did later on. But that's what it feels like now. Freedom Division, of course, with so many terrific teams and great players. The Liberty Division now with the Somerset Patriots. At one point, Somerset was in the other division. The Ducks have had this great rivalry with Somerset, but tonight they're teammates. They look at each other, they pat each other on the back, and it's all about camaraderie in the respective dugouts. Yeah,
for one night and one night only, and we should send out congratulations to the Somerset Patriots. They did indeed win the first half Liberty Division title with a record of 35-28. 2 games better than New Britain, 5 better than Long Island, and 18 ahead of the Road Warriors. And congratulations to the Sugar Land Skeeters, Freedom Division champs in the first half at 41-22. 3 games better than Lancaster, 9 ahead of York, and 15 in front of Southern Maryland. So we know, David, the Somerset Patriots are in the playoffs. The Sugar Land Skeeters are in the playoffs. Ducks finished again a disappointing 3rd in the Liberty Division in the first half, but Long Island has roared out of the gates to start the second half. In fact, they swept Sugar Land here in the first 3 games of the second half. So they took all 3 from the best team in the Atlantic League, and the Ducks now sit tied atop the Liberty Division with Somerset with a perfect 3-0 record in second half play. So Kevin Baez was able to get his team to turn it on in a hurry, and again, the entire Atlantic League schedule resumes normally Friday night. So again, the league has been off since Sunday. Monday, a complete day off. Last night, an all-star dinner. Tonight, the big game. Tomorrow, a travel day to get back home. And then Friday night, the full slate of 4 games between everybody, as the Ducks will be in York to play against the Revs in a 3-game set before returning here Tuesday night, when you and I will be here to watch them battle the New Britain Bees, who really made a great late charge in the Liberty Division in the first half, but came up just a few games short.
Yeah, New Britain now 2-1. They're just a game back of the unbeaten Somerset Patriots and Long Island Ducks. And when you know it, the Ducks and Patriots starting out the second half the same way virtually every half starts out, with the Ducks and the Patriots trying to beat each other's heads in, what has become just a wonderful rivalry over the years, whether it be in the regular season or even in the postseason. And that could be the expectation this year. We have a ways to go, but Ducks make the playoffs. Who would they play in the first round? None other than the Somerset Patriots, of course.
They've played 3 straight years in the playoffs. The Ducks have won 2 of those 3. And, David, it was funny. I was looking back today. The Ducks got in as a wild card in 2015 because Somerset won both halves. Then the Ducks won the first half in 2016, and last year they won the second half. So it doesn't matter how you get there. And Mark Mason, the manager of the York Revolution, was talking at the dinner last night saying, look, his team was in last place in the first half last year and then won the championship. So it's just a matter of getting to the playoffs, and you can turn around a season in a heartbeat. I think Bob Otone is ready to introduce us to our Freedom Division All-Stars. Here is the bullet.
Freedom Division All-Stars. First, here are the mascots. From the Lancaster Barnstormers, here's Silo. From the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Pinch.
Yes, even the mascots get introduced
And
at All-Star
from the York
time.
Revolution, it's Downtown. All right, now fans, it's time to meet the support staff and coaches for the Freedom Division. First, the clubhouse manager, Evan Giller. The team trainer, Dottie Pitchford. The manager of the Freedom Division, he's from the York Revolution, manager Mark Mason. The bench and third base coach, number 24, Inoelo Polanco, number 24. And the first base coach is Sandy De Leon. And now, baseball fans, here's tonight's non-starters. First, from the Lancaster Barnstormers, pitcher number 10, Garrett Granitz, number 10. Pitcher number 28, Nate Reed, number 28. And pitcher Scott Shuman, number 29. From the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, the pitcher number 36, Sam Runyon, number 36. Pitcher Darrell Thompson, number 20. Infielder from the Blue Crabs, number 12, Devin Rodriguez, number 12. And an outfielder from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, number 27, Cory Vaughn, number 27. From the Sugarland Speeders, the pitcher Felipe Paulino, number 38. Pitcher Conor Wade, number 11. And catcher from the Sugarland Speeders, number 3, Albert Cordero, number 3. From the York Revolution, pitcher number 32, Mitch Atkins, number 32. Pitcher Grant Sides, number 25. And outfielder from the York Revolution, number 22, Jared Mitchell, number 22. And now, baseball fans, here's tonight's starting lineup for the Freedom Division. Leading off and playing center field from the Lancaster Barnstormers, number 7, Darien Sanford, number 7. From the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, the third baseman, number 19, Frank Martinez, number 19. From the York Revolution, left fielder, number 15, Wellington Dotel, number 15. Batting in the cleanup position from the Lancaster Barnstormers, right fielder number 2, Blake Galen, number 2. From the Sugarland Speeders, first baseman number 26, Matt Chavez, number 26. From the Lancaster Barnstormers, the shortstop, number 6, Vladimir Frias, number 6. The designated hitter from the Sugarland Speeders, number 21, Courtney Hawkins, number 21. Tonight's catcher in the starting lineup, he's in the visitors' bullpen at the end of the left field line. From the Lancaster Barnstormers, number 5, Ryan Castillo, number 5. And playing second base from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, number 9, Edwin Garcia, number 9. Pitching tonight for the Freedom Division and warming up in the visitors' bullpen at the end of the left field line is left-hander number 34, Robert Carson from the York Revolution, number 34. The starting lineup tonight for the visiting Freedom Division. And now, baseball fans, we ask you to please turn your attention along the first base line in front of the home dugout tonight as we introduce to you the 2018 Liberty Division All-Stars. First, the mascots. From the New Britain Bees, here's Sting. From the Somerset Patriots, Sparky.
They're nothing compared to QJ.
And from your Long Island Ducks, the 8-time best of Long Island winner and the reigning 2-time champion Atlantic League Mascot of the Year, it's Cracker Jack.
Happier than I've seen him in a long time, Chris.
Baseball fans, here's tonight's support staff and coaches for the Liberty Division. The clubhouse manager, Emilio Caccaro. Team trainer from the Long Island Ducks, Deanna Reynolds. Bullpen catcher from the Long Island Ducks, Robert Delahose. The manager in the Liberty Division from the Long Island Ducks, number 10, Kevin Baez, number 10. The pitching coach, also from the Long Island Ducks, number 7, John Brownell, number 7. And Long Island Ducks coach, number 3, Buddy Harrelson, number 3. And baseball fans, here's tonight's non-starters for the Liberty Division. Pitcher from the Long Island Ducks, number 13, Jake Fisher, number 13. Pitcher from the Long Island Ducks, number 38, Wanda Perez, number 38. Infielder from the Long Island Ducks, number 30, David Washington, number 30. From the New Britain Bees, pitcher number 26, Rainey Lara, number 26. Pitcher number 11, Evan Scribner, number 11. And New Britain Bees outfielder number 18, Jonathan Galvez, number 18. From the Road Warriors, pitcher number 19, Luis Cruz, number 19. Pitcher number 22, Andrew Johnston, number 22. Road Warriors catcher number 33, Isaac Wedrich, number 33. And from the Road Warriors, infielder number 17, Gustavo Pierre, number 17. From the Somerset Patriots, pitcher number 28, Dwayne Velo, number 28. And also from the Patriots, pitcher number 12, Cory Reardon, number 12. And now, baseball fans, here's the starting lineup tonight for the Liberty Division, managed by Kevin Baez. Leading off for the Liberty Division, a second baseman from the Long Island Ducks, number 15, Jordani Valdespin, number 15. Batting second, the center fielder from the Somerset Patriots, number 5, Julio Borbon, number 5. Hitting in the third position, the designated hitter and hitting coach from the Long Island Ducks, number 20, Lou Ford, number 20. Batting in the cleanup position, the first baseman from the New Britain Bees, number 14, Jason Rogers, number 14. Hitting fifth, the right fielder, also from the New Britain Bees, number 23, Jamar Walton, number 23. At third base, from the New Britain Bees, number 24, Millicent Romero, number 24. Left fielder from the Somerset Patriots, number 6, Mike Francoso, number 6. Behind the plate, Long Island Ducks catcher, number 31, Ramon Cabrera, number 31. The shortstop from the Somerset Patriots, number 2, Alfredo Rodriguez, number 2. And the starting pitcher tonight for the Liberty Division is left-hander, also from the Long Island Ducks, number 32, Bennett Perry. Number 32, the starting lineup tonight for the Liberty Division All-Stars. And baseball fans, tonight the Atlantic League would like to thank Shag Baseball for being a part of our fan tunnel from the home dugout to the field, as well as being our Niccola Dream Team. That's Shag. Thank you. And baseball fans, tonight's Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, formed in the first base coach's box, is Cub Scout Pack 371 from Brentwood. The Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard formed in the third base coach's box tonight is Cub Scout Pack 197 from Ronkonkoma. And baseball fans, tonight we are proud to be joined by international singer and songwriter and Long Island native Robbie Rosen. Robbie was a top 16 finalist on American Idol and has amassed over 3 million streams on Spotify. His voice and writing have been featured on tracks from Italy to Sweden, and he's opened for Shawn Mendes, Jake Miller, Melanie Martinez, Aaron Carter, and much, much more since American Idol. Robbie has toured the United States and has appeared on such media outlets as Good Day New York, the Yes Network, and RollingStones.com. And now, fans, what we ask you to do is please rise and remove your hats and caps, and veterans, we invite you to salute as Robbie Rosen will now lead us in the singing of our national anthem this evening.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Robbie Rosen with tonight's national anthem. The Long Island Ducks and everybody here at the ballpark tonight want to thank you for tonight's rendition.
All right, that is Robbie Rosen of Long Island, David, with a terrific version of our national anthem. And in just a few moments, the first pitch of the 21st annual Atlantic League All-Star Game. But, David, you have our starting lineups to run us through here tonight.
And for the visiting Freedom Division All-Stars, in fact, everybody except the Long Island Ducks are visiting here tonight, but for the road team here tonight, the Freedom Division All-Stars, center fielder Darien Sanford from the Lancaster Barnstormers leading off. From the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Frank Martinez at third base, batting second. Wellington Dotel of the York Revolution in left field, batting third. Blake Galen, right fielder from the Barnstormers, in the cleanup spot. Matt Chavez, first baseman from the Sugarland Skeeters, batting fifth. Lancaster's Vladimir Frias, shortstop, batting sixth. In the seventh spot, Courtney Hawkins, the DH from the Sugarland Skeeters. Lancaster's Ryan Castile catching. And in the eighth spot, Southern Maryland's Edwin Garcia at second base and batting ninth. And pitching for the Freedom Division tonight, at least at the start, left-hander Robert Carson of the York Revolution. For the Liberty Division All-Stars, which include the Long Island Ducks, and there are 3 Long Island Ducks among the starters, leading off with somebody who would get our vote for the first half player of the year, Jordani Valdespin, the second baseman for the Ducks, Mr. Everything for Long Island this season, is leading off. Julio Borbon, the center fielder for Somerset, batting second. Lou Ford, the ageless one, who took part in the home run derby and came close. 3 first-round homers, the DH tonight, and he is in the 3rd spot for the Liberty Division. Jason Rogers, first baseman for New Britain, is in the cleanup spot. Jamar Walton, the right fielder from the New Britain Bees, batting 5th. In the 6th spot, the 3rd consecutive New Britain Bee, Davidson Romero, winner of the home run derby just within an hour or so ago, 3rd baseman, batting 6th. In the 7th spot, Mike Francoso, the left fielder for the Somerset Patriots, batting 8th. Ramon Cabrera having a wonderful season for the Ducks, the catcher. And batting 9th, Somerset's Alfredo Rodriguez, the shortstop. And pitching for the Liberty Division, Mr. Strikeout. He is the K-man. Every time he goes out there, leading the league in strikeouts by a wide margin. Bennett Parry, the left fielder for the Ducks, will be on the mound as the Liberty Division takes the field.
So Liberty Division taking the field. Again, we have had 20 previous Atlantic League All-Star games. 18 of those 20 have followed the format of one division against the other. In the early years of Atlantic League Baseball, it was North Division against South Division. Then starting in 2008, the division's renamed. Liberty Division is the former North Division. Freedom Division is the former South Division. In the 18 games that have featured one division against the other, the Freedom Division leads 11-7 over the Liberty Division, or again South over North 11-7. There have been 2 years where it didn't follow the standard format. The very first All-Star game was held at the Sandcastle in Atlantic City, New Jersey back in 1998, and the Atlantic City Surf took on the rest of the league's All-Stars, and guess what? The Surf won that game 6-4. Then down in Sugar Land, Texas in 2014, the Skeeters took on the rest of the league as well, and the Skeeters also beat the league's All-Stars 5-3 in that game. But David, we mentioned it in the pregame show and in the home run derby, the Liberty Division has lost 6 straight games to the Freedom Division. The last Liberty Division win on this field 8 years ago, the 2010 All-Star game, where the Libs won 7-1. They have not won since. We mentioned Kevin Baez managing for the 3rd time in the All-Star game. He is 0-2. He needs to get that one in the W column tonight for the Liberty side.
And if you think this is just fun and games, you're wrong. The competitive juice has come out even in an All-Star game, especially in an All-Star game. A showcase for all these players, and they're as competitive as it gets, but it's nice to see teams that are at each other's throats during the first half, such as the Ducks and the Patriots, on the same side of things for one night this season.
Well, defensively for the Liberty Division in the field, it's Jason Rogers of the Bees at first, Jordani Valdespin of the Ducks at second, Alfredo Rodriguez of the Patriots at short, and Davidson Romero of the Bees at third. Mike Francoso of Somerset in left, Julio Borbon of the Patriots in center, Jamar Walton of the Bees in right, Ramon Cabrera of the Ducks does the catching, and again the starting pitcher, Long Island's own Bennett Parry, the 26-year-old left-hander from California, who on the season is 6-1 with a 2.60 ERA, and his first pitch of the All-Star game is in there for strike one to Darien Sanford, the center fielder and leadoff man, a switch hitter from the Lancaster Barnstormers. So 6:44, our first pitch. David, what are you predicting for temperature?
Oh, 70 on the nose.
And the officials Public Transportation Services temperature of tonight's ball game, 75 degrees.
Yeah,
pretty close.
Yeah, but I came in under it, so I win the showcase.
2 quick strikes from Bennett Parry to Darien Sanford. And now a call, 3rd strike. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night. The league leader in strikeouts, Bennett Parry, has his first All-Star strikeout, and there's one away.
Deceiving fastball, great changes of speeds. I mean, and fantastic control. You know that Parry's always around the plate. What a great way to start for Bennett.
So next up for the Freedom Division All-Stars, it's their 3rd baseman and 2-hitter, also a switch hitter. It's Frank Martinez of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, a .310 hitter to lead the Crabs. He's got 4 homers, 24 runs batted in tonight, playing in his first All-Star game. Another strike from lefty Bennett Parry, who has thrown 4 pitches and recorded 4 strikes. Again, Parry, 104 strikeouts to lead the Atlantic League. He's got 38 more strikeouts than the next closest pitcher. That's his teammate, Jake Fisher. Little ground ball foul here, so make it 5 pitches, all strikes so far for the Long Island lefty.
When he pitches for the Long Island Ducks, you expect a double-digit game in terms of strikeouts. And as we said, control, just the best part of his game. He's always around the plate and so deceptive.
He spent 5 years in the Orioles organization. Rookie in A-ball is as high as he got. And a candidate for Pitcher of the Year in the Atlantic League. This one in the shallow center. It's the second baseman, Valdespin, giving way to the Patriots' Borbon, who makes the grab 2 away.
Borbon just about hanging all over Valdespin to make that catch.
So that'll bring up Wellington Dotel, the left fielder and 3-hitter from the right side, a member of the York Revolution. Dotel hitting .319, 5th best average in the league, 4 homers, and he leads the Revs with 33 runs batted in. So again, there are 9 pitchers on each team. This might be it for Bennett Parry, David. We barely had time to talk about him, but Kevin Baez has lined it up. 9 pitchers, 9 innings, 1 each, and boy, he could be done quickly here with his night, as the first pitch to Dotel is a ball, his first of the night, 1-0.
Could set a record for the quickest All-Star appearance.
I was talking to our photographer friend Charlie Barbish at the dinner last night. I said, hey, Charlie, you got to be working quick tonight because some of these pitchers may throw 5 pitches and their night could be over, right? So if you got a pitcher an inning, Charlie wants to get pictures of everybody, as he always does such a great job, but he realizes it may be a quick inning for some of these guys on the hill as the count now 1-1 on Dotel.
What also helps is that Bennett Parry works quickly on the mound.
Yes, he does. Here, taking all the way is Dotel, and that's up high. 2 balls and a strike. Again, Matt Cain calling the balls and strikes behind the dish tonight. Frank Urilli at first, John Grasso at second, and Chris Engstrand, our umpire, at third. The 2-1 is on the ground to short for Alfredo Rodriguez of the Patriots. Across to Jason Rogers of the Bees. And 1-2-3 go the Freedom Division All-Stars. So the Liberty just retired the Freedoms, 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning with energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island. Saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1-2-3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. Middle of the first inning tonight at our All-Star game here in Central Islip. It's the Freedom Division All-Stars nothing, and the Liberty Division All-Stars coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at PSEGLINY.com/efficiency.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
And fans, all season long, when the Long Island Ducks walk, every walk is presented by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in.
Now we go to the bottom of the first in a scoreless game. The starting pitcher tonight for the Freedom Division is Robert Carson of the York Revolution. 5-3 on the year with a 2.25 ERA. Yes, the same Robert Carson that pitched for the Mets in 2012 and 2013. And here facing a former Met and a former Marlin, it's the Long Island Ducks' Jordani Valdespin, the second baseman, to lead it off from the left side. David and I have talked all year about Valdespin, certainly an MVP candidate. We'll give you his numbers in a minute. So Carson to Valdespin, open the home first, and he rips it into right field. Blake Galen of the Barnstormers going back and in front of the track is able to make the catch for the first down.
Jordani hit that hard, and you can see tonight everyone with their hitting shoes on. They were swinging coming off the bus. I mean, everybody just wants to lace into it. You won't see many walks in this game, so City MD urgent care, we may have a wait tonight.
So Val Despine, the league's leading hitter at 358, also leads the league in runs and hits and total bases and triples. Swings at the first pitch, flies out to right. Here's the Patriots' Julio Borbon, the two-man and center fielder, batting from the left against the lefty Carson. And there is ball one from Robert Carson. Borbon, a 301 hitter, fourth best on Somerset. He's got 5 homers, and he leads the Patriots with 33 runs batted in. The 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes now to Julio Borbon.
19 steals from Borbon. Caught stealing only 4 times. He gets on. He makes things happen.
So Val Despine and he at the top of the order could be fun to watch tonight. The count 2-0 on Borbon. And Carson, the lefty, drops in strike 1, 2 balls and a strike.
Both these starters tonight, excellent control pitchers. Neither one takes a whole lot of time on the mound.
Carson in his first All-Star game. He's also played in the Atlantic League with the Bluefish and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. This one hit deep to right field. Blake Galen going back at the track, looking up, and that ball is gone! A solo homer to right for Julio Borbon of the Patriots, and the Liberty Division have the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. He gets the low 5 from Kevin Baez at the third, makes his way to the plate, and 2 batters in, the Libs are up 1-0.
Borbon bashing one to right field. He was not in the home run derby. Maybe he should have been. 5 home runs to this point in the regular season. But that one, no doubt about it, Blake Galen gave it a courtesy look and jog. And it's 1-0.
And here's Lou Ford here in the Lou from PA announcer Bob Otone and the packed pass capacity crowd here tonight at the Duck Pond as the Liberty have the 1-0 lead. Lou, the DH and 3-man from the right side, takes ball 1 from Carson and now pulls it on the ground to third. A couple of hops for Frank Martinez of the Blue Crabs across to Matt Chavez of the Skeeters, and there are 2 away.
In case you missed it, Lou Ford had 3 first-round home runs in the Home Run Derby that took place just after 5 o'clock this evening. Made it to the finals, lost there to Davidson Romero of the New Britain Bees, but a great performance by Lou, exciting the hometown crowd in the Home Run Derby.
So 2 away, here's Jason Rogers, the first baseman and cleanup man from the right side, a member of the New Britain Bees this season to face Robert Carson. Carson's first pitch to him is strike 1 on the outside corner. Rogers on the year hitting .314 to lead New Britain. That's the 7th best average in the league. 4 homers, and he leads the Bees with 39 runs batted in. 0-1 is down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jason Rogers.
Here's a number for you. Robert Carson, 48 innings pitched in the first half, has given up only 2 home runs. 2.
Incredible.
And 1 here tonight.
To Julio Borbon, the former Texas Ranger, Chicago Cub, and Baltimore Oriole. Count 2-1 now on Jason Rogers. So 1-0 Liberty Division in the home first. 2 outs, nobody on for their cleanup man tonight. Could be Carson's only inning as well, as this one is foul back, as both sides we mentioned have 9 pitchers available. Kevin Baez indicating to us that he would throw 1 pitcher per inning. Mark Mason not revealing what he would do, other than saying last night at the All-Star dinner it would be very unconventional. So he told some of my pitchers be ready to catch. He told some of his infielders be ready to pitch. So you never know. He said, I'm going to do things that no All-Star manager has ever done, and we'll see how Mace handles it the rest of the way as he's down early here, 1-0.
I told my score sheet to be ready to look like a mess.
Yeah, it'll be the messiest score sheet we've had, David. We've done a couple of these games, and nothing's messier than an All-Star game, but what a blast. The payoff here is popped up in a center field. Darien Sanford of the Barnstormers camping underneath it, and will make the grab that retires the side. But the Libs get a run on a hit as Julio Borbon of the Somerset Patriots goes yard. 1-0 Liberty Division All-Stars as we head to the second inning on Long Island.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green, so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLINY.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Niccola Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, David Weiss, Chris King. It is the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Liberty Division, which includes the Long Island Ducks, leading the Freedom Division 1-0 at the end of one. Chris has a quick look at the injury report, some All-Stars who are not playing.
Well, again, our health report is brought to us by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. And certainly, David, no one ever wants to miss an All-Star game due to injury, but tonight we want to recognize Southern Maryland's pitcher Darryl Thompson and Lancaster's infielder Rico Noel, along with New Britain pitcher Jim Fuller. They are out injured, but were scheduled to be a part of this game. Also, the Bees' James Skelton is missing this game for personal reasons, and Sugarland's pitcher Dallas Beeler is missing this game for the best reason, David. He just got signed away by the Kansas City Royals. So congratulations to Dallas Beeler, certainly one of the best pitchers in the Atlantic League all year. He will now join the Royals organization. We go to the second inning, 1-0 Liberty Division. The new pitcher for the Liberty Division is Cory Reardon, the right-hander for the Somerset Patriots. He faces Blake Galen, the right fielder for the Barnstormers, and cleanup man from the left side, and Galen fouls it away over the visiting dugout on the third base side. 0-1 to Galen, who you can make a case is the only one that can give a run to Jordani Valdespin for the league's best player. Galen batting .291, but he leads the league with 14 homers. He leads the league with 52 runs batted in. So, David, who do you like? The guy who leads the league in batting average and hits and runs in Valdespin, or the guy who leads the league in homers and RBIs in Galen?
I guess you'd take them both. Corey Galen, who's in the home run derby, 5'8", 170. He gets so much out of that body, whips through the strike zone and has as much power as anybody, but he could beat you with a bunt or a homer, according to his manager, and it's true.
So Blake Galen, 7 years with the Barnstormers, their all-time leader in just about every category, pops it up foul territory, first base side here. The first baseman, Jason Rogers of the Bees, over to grab it for out number one.
I'll tell you about Cory Reardon of the Somerset Patriots, who's the new pitcher for the Liberty Division, on the mound at inning number 2, a 3.27 ERA. One loss of 3-3, 74 and a third innings pitched to this point of the season. 80 hits, has struck out 57, walked only 10. So another great control pitcher. Again, Cory Reardon pitching inning 2 here in the Atlantic League All-Star Game for the Liberty Division.
And he'll face the 5-hitter and first baseman from the Skeeters. It's Matt Chavez stepping in. Chavez batting .328 to lead Sugarland. Third best average in the league, 5 homers, 39 runs batted in. That's 5th in the circuit. And he takes a curveball strike from Cory Reardon, who I'm sure has some family and friends on hand. He is a native of Killingworth, Connecticut, Cory is, and also played his college baseball at Fordham University in the Bronx. So the 0-1 now to Chavez, as that's down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. So we saw Bennett parry for a 1-2-3 first, David. He got a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out, and the Ducks starting pitcher's night was done.
Not easy for all-stars at any level to try to figure out the pitcher on the mound, because they're not in for very long.
That's
you know,
right.
You're not going to see him more than once at the plate.
1-1 here is popped up to right field. A long run over to the line for Jamar Walton of the Bees. Crosses into foul and makes the grab for the second out.
So 2 foul outs, one on the infield, one on the outfield for Cory Reardon, as this might be considered a shutdown inning. The Liberty Division just took the lead. I know it's a little early, but it's nice to plan ahead.
1-0 Liberty Division here, and so far Liberty pitchers have gone 5 up and 5 down. A 1-2-3 first inning for Bennett Parry of Long Island, the lefty, and so far 2 up and 2 down for the righty, Cory Reardon of the Somerset Patriots, who are again the first half champions in the Liberty Division. So here is the Barnstormers switch hitting shortstop and 6-man, Vladimir Frias, in with 2 outs and nobody on, and he takes right down the middle for strike 1. Frias leading the Stormers with a .327 batting average. That's 4th best in the league. He's knocked 4 homers over the wall and driven in 19. 0-1 from Reardon in the full windup is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Frias at the plate really reminds you of Vladimir Guerrero. The way he just flips that bat around, looks very hitterish, as if he's going to swing at anything.
I love that hitterish, David. 1-1 here is foul back at strike 2.
And you heard that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been promoted to the Toronto Blue Jays. Be interesting to see if he is as wild a swinger. Doesn't physically look like his dad. He's a little shorter, a little more squat, but supposedly a fantastic hitter.
It'll be a 1-2 here from Reardon. And that chop towards second for Valdespin of the Ducks. He will double clutch but throw to first, and it's another 1-2-3 inning as the Freedom Division Stars go in order. We head to the bottom of the second. The Liberty Division All-Stars have a 1-0 lead here on the island.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
And as with any All-Star game, you're going to get lots of pitching changes, and we have a new pitcher here in inning number 2 for the Freedom Division. From the York Revolution, it is Mitch Atkins, who enters the game with a record of 6-3, a 4.44 ERA, 73 innings pitched, has given up 78 hits, 36 earned runs, struck out 63, walked 18. Mitch Atkins of the York Revolution in to face the Liberty Division here in the bottom of inning number 2 at Bethpage Ballpark, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game with the Liberty Division. With a 1-0 lead, Julio Borbon, a first inning home run over the right field wall. That has been the difference so far.
Now, defensively for the Freedom Division, they have Matt Chavez of the Skeeters at first, Edwin Garcia of the Blue Crabs at second, Vladimir Frias of the Barnstormers at short, and Frank Martinez of Southern Maryland at third. Wellington Dotel of the Rebs is in left, Darien Sanford of the Stormers in center, Blake Galen of Lancaster in right, Ryan Castile of Lancaster does the catching, and again, as David told you, it's the Revolution's Mitch Atkins, the second pitcher of the night, the right-hander to face Jamar Walton, the left-swinging right fielder and 5-man, Walton of the New Britain Bees in to start the bottom of the second with the Liberty Division up 1-0, and it's strike one to Jamar Walton. Walton hitting .285, second on the Bees, 7 homers, second on New Britain, and 30 runs batted in. A fifth-year Atlantic League player who spent 3 years with Southern Maryland, also played 4 games with the Barnstormers, and now his second year in New Britain. So 1-1 to Walton as Atkins stares home to Castile. And the pitch is poke foul, left side. 1-2 now on Walton. And David, it's always interesting. We are used to seeing pitchers and catchers hold meetings on the mound when the new pitcher comes in, but what happens when the new pitcher has never thrown to the current catcher? What is the conversation like?
Yeah, that's...
What do you like to throw, bud?
Anything you want. We'll put anything down there.
All right, one's a fastball, two's a curve, and let's go from there, right?
Exactly.
It's just, I was watching Castile and Atkins there saying, all right, these two guys I'm sure have never worked together, but you get it together quickly, and it's a count of 2-2 on Jamar Walton. And this breaking ball down and in, 3-2 now to the right field of the New Britain Bees.
It is like a one-day summer camp. You get kids from all different school districts meeting and getting to know each other, and then when it's over, you know, you You light one of those sparklers, maybe a punk, and you say goodbye.
That's a great way to look at it. Here's the payoff. And that outside, ball 4. So our first Liberty Division walk tonight. All walks during the regular season for the Ducks are brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor, just walk in. So our first walk of the game has Jamar Walton at first base. And Walton on the year, 3 steals in 5 tries. We'll see what he wants to do. As Davidson Romero, the New Britain Bees, third baseman tonight, and 6-hitter who won the home run derby earlier here tonight, stands in for the Liberty Division. Romero hit 2 homers in the opening round and then beat a pair of Ducks in the final as he pops this one up on the infield behind home plate. Ryan Castile of the Barnstormers late to find it, but now is able to get over and make the catch. Jamar Walton is going to get caught off first base.
Wow.
What a play by Castile, who gunned to Chavez of the Skeeters. And Walton, who had ventured towards second, didn't get back fast enough. David, I can't remember the last foul-out double play to a catcher that I've ever seen.
2-3. Absolutely. Walton just wandered a couple of steps away, and what a throw from Ryan Castile, just gunning it to the first baseman, Matt Chavez, to make the tag. 2 down very quickly.
So Mike Francosa, the left fielder and 7-hitter tonight from the left side, the representative of the Patriots, and he takes downstairs for ball 1. Francosa batting .313, second on the Pats and 9th best in the Atlantic League. 2 homers, 26 runs batted in that second on Somerset. Takes a ball and now takes another one away from Mitch Atkins, and the count 2-0 on Francosa with now 2 out and nobody aboard.
You know, all-star games can be very low scoring. That home run on the first by Borbon, hey, that could stand up.
That's a great point. The 2-0 here is on the corner for strike 1, so we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But you make so many great points, Dave, with so many different pitchers coming in who don't know the catchers, who don't know the hitters. You certainly think the pitchers are at a bit of an advantage here. The 2-1 is golfed towards second. Garcia of the Blue Crabs to Chavez of the Skeeters at first, and the inning is over. For the Liberty Division, no runs, no hits, a walk, but nobody left on the double play ball. We head to the third on Long Island. The Liberty Division All-Stars lead the Freedom Division All-Stars 1-0.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, Central Islip, David Weiss and Chris King, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, the Liberty Division, which includes the Long Island Ducks, hosting the All-Star Game for the 3rd time. Leading the Freedom Division 1-0, going to the top of inning number 3. Another pitching change. Kevin Baez, skipper of the Ducks, skipper of the Liberty Division, using 1 pitcher per inning. He will make 1 change every time the inning turns over. And in this case, he goes to his own Jake Fisher. Jake is on the mound, the 5'11" left-hander from Oklahoma, with a record of 3 up and 4 down, 4.30 ERA, 73 1/3 innings pitched, 35 earned runs given up, struck out 66, walked just 11. Another great control pitcher for the Long Island Ducks to face the Freedom Division All-Stars in the top of the third.
Again, you mentioned those 66 strikeouts, David. Those are actually second in the league, but because his teammate Bennett Parry has 104 to lead the league, he is 38 back of the league leader in Ks. So Jake Fisher in so far. Bennett Parry and Cory Reardon have tossed 1, 2, 3 frames, so 6 up and 6 down for the Freedom Division Stars. And here's Courtney Hawkins, the DH and 7-man from the right side, a member of the Sugarland Skeeters, taking strike 1 from lefty Jake Fisher of the Long Island Ducks. The 0-1 is ripped in a left field. First base runner and first base hit for the Freedom Division All-Stars comes from the Skeeters, Courtney Hawkins.
We didn't mention, although if you're watching on YouTube, it's fairly evident, but if you're just listening to us, the uniforms, it almost looks like the Ducks are playing a scrimmage against themselves. The Freedom Division wearing the green tops and the gray pants, but with the orange numbers, orange trim, and the Ducks, hometown colors, orange tops, white pants, and green trim. That's the Liberty Division. So again, Ducks colors no matter where you look.
Well, here's the 8-man and catcher from the right side. It's the Barnstormers' Ryan Castile taking strike 1, a .294 hitter. That's third on Lancaster. 7 homers and 30 runs batted in, both second for the Stormers, as he takes down and away here 2-0. So Courtney Hawkins of the Sugarland Skeeters is the first base runner tonight for the Freedom Division side. And again, he's got 13 home runs on the year, second in the Atlantic League, but was not able to get to the finals in the Home Run Derby. This one lifted foul back behind home plate, and it's 2-1 now on Castile.
Hawkins 4 for 4 in the stolen base department, and if skipper Mark Mason of the Freedom Division, true to his word, he says he'll do things in a very unorthodox way, we don't know what Hawkins will do at first base. He might run backwards for all we know.
Well, a 2-1 pitch here, and that swung through. Nice changeup by Jake Fisher to even it up here on Ryan Castile. Again, we're in the top of the third. It is 1-0 in favor of the Liberty Division All-Stars, and a first-inning homer by Julio Borbon of the Somerset Patriots. 2-2 is swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the first All-Star strikeout for Jake Fisher, and there's one away.
Second strikeout for Liberty Division pitching. The Ducks have all the strikeouts. Bennett Parry struck out Darien Sanford to lead off the game. And now another strikeout by a Ducks hurler and Jake Fisher. And by the way, we've got overcast skies, but no threat of rain. No breeze to speak of, but the humidity a very comfortable level, and temperature 75 at game time.
Well, here's the 9-man and second baseman from the right side. It's Edwin Garcia of the Blue Crabs. He takes ball 1. Garcia on the year, batting .246, a pair of homers, 19 driven in. He is actually a replacement for Rico Noel of the Barnstormers, who's out injured, was supposed to play in this game. Grounds it down the left field line and past the third baseman Romero. And turning second and going for third is Hawkins. Cruising into second with a double is Edwin Garcia. So the Freedom Division have the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second with just one away on their first extra base hit tonight.
That one hit right down the line, just past the outstretched arm and mitt of Davidson Romero. Give it a good shot. Corralled quickly by Francoso in left field. So 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 down.
So back to the top of the order for Darien Sanford of the Barnstormers. This season, Sanford hitting .263, no homers, 21 runs batted in. He was struck out on 3 pitches by Bennett Parry of the Ducks to open our game. And here another Ducks pitcher, Jake Fisher, locks him up with a backdoor breaking ball. Strike 1 on Sanford. So great opportunity here for the Freedom Division Stars to tie the game with only 1 away. Oh, another great changeup from Fisher, though, has Sanford through it, and it's 0-2. So he steps out, climbs back in. Fisher working from the middle of the rubber, comes set just above his belt, a peek at third. And then, oh boy, I thought he had it there, David. It's called inside, though, by home plate umpire Matt Kane in ball 1.
Looked like he had a part of the plate there, but obviously at the plate, Sanford badly fooled. That was a good fastball. Looked like it caught the inside corner.
So 1-2 the count on the Stormers, Sanford. And that one also missed inside as Jake trying to nibble there. Instead, the count's gone from 0-2 to 2-2. The center fielder and leadoff man tonight for the Freedom Division, Darien Sanford. Fisher's 2-2. Tried to backdoor him there and missed, so a good eye shown by Sanford. And from 0-2, he's gotten it to a full count.
Of course, there's a base open. But remember, this is an all-star game. There are no easy outs in the lineup. So Fisher being careful with Sanford, but he does have a base open.
Yeah, I don't want to put Sanford aboard. 39 stolen bases to lead the league. He grounds it foul here down the left field line, and the count full. And Mark Mason last night at the dinner said, you put Sanford on first, you might as well put him on third, because that's where he's going to end up.
Yep, leading the league in steals. Of course, there's traffic in front of him, but anything hit to the gap, he's going to score.
He had 99 stolen bases in 76 games playing in the Pacific Association back in 2016. So the one-out payoff is a breaking ball down and in. So he works out a walk that loads the bases for the Freedom Division with one away. First walk tonight for any Liberty Division pitcher.
Very dangerous. Early on, a possible turning point of this game, either way, with Frank Martinez coming up.
So it's Martinez of the Blue Crabs, the two-hitter and third baseman, flew out to center field his first time up. And again, Southern Maryland's leading hitter with a .310 average, a guy who spent 6 years in the A's organization, going from rookie ball all the way up through AAA, but never getting to play in Oakland. So bases loaded, one away, and Martinez fouls it down the left field line. Out of the dugout came one of the Freedom Division players who lost his hat but got the ball. Let's see who that is quickly. That's Felipe Paulino. Out of the bullpen tonight for the Freedoms, having some fun, as you should in an all-star game, right?
Absolutely. The infield playing normal depth, looking for the double play here to end it.
0-1, down and in, 1 ball and 1 strike to Martinez. So biggest moment early on in the game. Top of the third, 1-0 Liberty Division, but the Freedom Division All-Stars have loaded the bases on a single, a double, and a walk with just one away. 1-1 here in the dirt. Good block by the Ducks' Ramon Cabrera. Again, the entire battery is Long Island Ducks here with Fisher tossing to Cabrera, and the count 2-1.
By the way, you mentioned Felipe Paulino. It'll be a treat to see him later in the game. An absolutely microscopic ERA.
Yes.
You have to go into a research lab, all right, to find that ERA, which is less than 0.49.
Yeah, crazy. So we'll see him, I'm sure, later. The 2-1 is an inside strike as Martinez tried the body English to get the call. It didn't work, and the count level on the member of the Blue Crabs.
Well, if he could punch out Martinez here, that would be a very large out.
Jake nods in agreement with Ramon's call. The 2-2 is pushed towards center field. That's going to be a base hit. Hawkins will score. They're going to send Garcia. He will score. It's a 2-run single for Frank Martinez of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and that gives the Freedom Division All-Stars their first lead of the night. It's 2-1.
Well, Martinez didn't try to do too much with it. It was an off-speed pitch. Sent it right back through the middle. Not hit hard, but hit in a perfect spot. Just a soft liner to center. And a 2-run single, Freedom Division on top.
So, David, you almost wonder if Darien Sanford stopped at second base so that he could steal third. Because when he walked, obviously there were 2 guys in front of him, right? Here's Wellington Dotel of the York Revolution. It's now 2-1 Freedom Division Stars, and there he goes. He takes off. Here's the throw. Oh, and unable to hold it was Romero with the Bees, or they might have gunned down Sanford at third. Terrific throw by Cabrera, David, and I think if Romero held it, he would have been out.
I think so. The ball beat him there, but tried to tag a little too quickly, and the ball popped out. And meantime, Frank Martinez goes to second base. I guess that goes down as a double steal.
Yep, double steal. So Sanford at third, Martinez at second, still just one away. And Dotel took the pitch for strike one. He'll step out. So Freedom Division coming alive here in their half of the third. They have the 2-1 lead, but are looking for more. And I guarantee you Darien Sanford stopped at second, so he knew he'd have a chance to seal third, which he did on the first pitch. 0-1 is inside. We mentioned those 39 stolen bases. He has been caught 12 times, David, so it's not unusual to see him caught, but I think he would have been out by a country mile if Romero with the Bees holds the throw of Cabrera from the Ducks. 1-1 here is on the ground to third. Romero will look Sanford back, throw to first. Now Sanford breaks for home. Here's the throw. He scores standing up. Oh my goodness. Darien Sanford of the Barnstormers makes it 3-1 Freedom Division.
Sanford not shy on the base paths. As you said, he'll take off at the drop of a hat. And in this case, he waited for Romero to commit and throw across the diamond to first baseman Jason Rogers, and then just came streaking home The throw back home from Rogers is a little high, but I think Sanford would have beat it anyway.
That's just incredible, O'Day. How many times do you see a fielder look back a runner and that runner go anyway? We all saw Romero look right at him, was convinced he wasn't going to go anywhere, threw to first, and on that throw to first, Sanford breaks for home and scores. So Dotel, the RBI ground out. 3-1 Freedom Division. Here's Blake Galen, who fouled out to the first baseman Rogers his first time through, taking ball one and now strike one, the count of 1-1. Martinez still at second with 2 away for the Freedoms, who have put up 3 here in the third. So Jake Fisher comes 1-1 to Blake Galen, and that curve is a beauty for strike 2.
Well, Freedom Division making a lot of noise after going down 1-2-3 in the first 2 innings against Liberty Division pitching. 6 up, 6 down, but lots of damage here in the top of the third.
1-2 is ripped down the right field line, but that is a foul ball. So the count holds on Blake Galen, who also is not able to advance to the finals in the home run derby. He's the league leader in home runs with 14. Also leads the Atlantic League with 52 runs batted in. His third All-Star game, David. He's been around 7 years in Pennsylvania Dutch country. The 1-2 is way low and outside. If he would have chased that, I think he wouldn't be in the Atlantic League for 7 years. It's 2-2.
Say where the Ducks play the Lancaster Barnstormers here, and Galen gets on first, and let's say David Washington is playing first base that night. I mean, talk about a difference.
Yep.
6'5", 250, and Blake Galen 5'8", 170.
2-2 is down and away, so Jake Fisher here has worked it full on the cleanup man and right fielder tonight, Blake Galen of the Lancaster Barnstormers. Here's the 2-out payoff, and that low and away for ball 4. So this is the one thing Kevin Baez did tell me, David. The only difficult thing about managing an all-star game, you really don't want to take anybody out of an inning, and you have to protect other teams' pitchers as well as the rain starts coming down here.
How about that?
Out of nowhere. This was not expected. It looks more like a sun shower, but it sends this well past capacity sellout crowd scampering for cover of the concourse.
Yeah,
how about that?
They're scrambling inside, get under the facade, over to concessions. This came out of nowhere. We see lots of breaks in the clouds.
Yeah.
But obviously a few heavier clouds right above right now.
Here's Matt Chavez of the Skeeters. He fouled out down the right field line of Jamar Walton in his first at-bat. So 8th man to hit here against Jake Fisher, the lefty, in the third is Chavez. He's got Galen at first, Martinez at second with 2 away. Freedom Division All-Stars up a pair here in the third. This one grounded foul down the left field line. And David, this has got some heavy stuff coming down all of a sudden. We expect it to be brief because it does look like a sun shower, but now it's really picking up in intensity, and everybody's trying to get to the cover of the concourse as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you know, when people started scrambling, I looked at you and I was thinking, is it something we said? I mean, I had no idea, but people were just rushing away.
I mean, there was nothing like this in the forecast whatsoever. No. Ground ball toward the middle, cut off by Rodriguez at short, throws to first in time. What a play by the Patriots. Alfredo Rodriguez at short to end the inning. But the Freedom Division All-Stars send 8 men to the plate. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 walks and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the third on Long Island. The Freedom Division All-Stars lead the Liberty Division All-Stars 3-1.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Niccola patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Niccola walkway now. Make your pavers vivid Niccola pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Niccolac's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Niccola. Visit Niccola.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, David Weiss and Chris King, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, hosted by the Long Island Ducks here in Central Islip, Long Island, New York. Freedom Division leading the home Liberty Division, 3-1 going to the bottom of the third. Little squall of a shower already letting up. Many of the fans who scrambled to the concessions just to get out of the rain are now starting to filter back. This was not in the forecast. An hour ago, I said no threat of rain. This is why I'm no longer doing weather on Channel 55. Now, we kept track. 4 years I did the weather on TV. I was 90% right, 10% of the time. You do the math on that. New pitcher for the... Chris is my best audience. He'll laugh at anything I say. All right, for the Freedom Division on the mound now, their third pitcher of the game. It is Conor Wade in the game. Conor Wade of the Sugarland Skeeters, the 6'3" right-hander from Scottsdale, Arizona. Conor Wade at 4 up and 2 down in terms of his record to this point of the season. 3.94 ERA, 61 2/3 innings pitched, has struck out 34, walked 10. Conor Wade, the new pitcher for the Freedom Division to face the Liberty Division. Numbers 8, 9, and then back to the top of the order. 2 of the 3 batters scheduled to bat are Long Island Ducks, trying to climb back from a 3-1 deficit.
And the first of those is the 8-man and catcher, the switch hitting Ramon Cabrera in from the left against the righty Conor Wade of the Sugarland Skeeters, the first half champions in the Freedom Division. So 3-1 Freedom Division Stars as we head to the home third, and that's ball 1 to Cabrera, batting .232, no homers, 9 runs batted in. In his first All-Star game here tonight, he slashes one away down the left field line. It's 1-1, and David, you talked about it. The folks have started to filter back into the seating bowl. And again, a crowd expected to be over 6,500 tonight in a ballpark that seats 6,000. There's probably not room enough under the concourse cover for everybody.
Looks like Penn Station.
This is pulled to second for Edwin Garcia of the Blue Crabs, on to Chavez of the Skeeters at first, and it's a 4-3 ground out for Ramon Cabrera.
So the Freedom Division taking a 2-run lead with a 3-run top of the third. Long way to go, but the Liberty Division would like to start putting some runners on. Just the home run, Julio Borbon in the first inning. He wasn't on base for very long, jogging around the bases after a home run over the right field wall. But the Liberty Division doesn't have a hit since.
Here's the Patriots' Alfredo Rodriguez trying to change that. He fouls it down at home plate. The shortstop bats ninth. A right-handed hitter for Somerset is Rodriguez. On the year, hitting .297. That's 5th on the Patriots, a homer. And he's 3rd on Somerset with 23 runs batted in. His second season as a Somerset Patriot. So final man in the order to hit for the Liberty Division side that had a 1-0 lead in the first on a home run by Julio Borbon of the Patriots, and then watched the Freedom Division Stars put up a 3 spot in their half of the third. Conor Wade misses here in the count 1-1. Wade played his college baseball at the University of Arizona and then spent 5 years in the Rockies organization, reaching as high as AA. His 1-1 to Rodriguez is a breaking ball, tap foul near the on-deck circle where Jordani Valdespin of the Long Island Ducks is getting loose.
One of the reasons we'll see, quite possibly, a new pitcher every single inning is because this game cannot go extra innings. We'll explain that in a moment.
The 1-2 is a fastball away, 2-2.
Because if we are tied at the end of 9 innings, it is the baseball version of the hockey shootout. We go to a home run derby.
2-2 here is put into center field. That's going to get down in front of Darien Sanford. So Alfredo Rodriguez of the Patriots, a 1-out single. And back to the top of the order for Valdespin.
So I believe it's what, a 2-out home run derby?
2-out, yes.
So each player will get 2 outs. Each team will pick a player.
Yep.
And if it's tied, they will go into extra outs.
That's it. And that has happened once in Atlantic League history. It actually did occur in the All-Star game that was held in 2013 in Southern Maryland. Corey Smith of the Patriots won it, defeating Kyle Hankard of the Blue Crabs, so the Freedom Division was victorious in a homer-off of that All-Star game. Here's Valdespin taking ball 1. Again, he flew out to right field, opening the game for the Liberty Division All-Stars, and he's certainly been the best player in the Liberty Division. Blake Galen, the best player in the Freedom Division all year long. 1-0. Is low. We talked about that average that leads the league for Valdespin. .358 also leads the league in runs scored, in total hits, in total bases, and in triples. Oh yeah, he's second in on-base percentage and slugging percentage. So I would give him the slight edge over Blake Galen so far for league MVP.
Agree. And off the field, in the dugout, in the locker room, what a presence.
Here he rips it into right field for a base hit. So Valdespin, the former Met and Marlin, has his first All-Star hit, and the tying runs are aboard for the Liberty division.
Rodriguez to second base, holds there. Again, to reiterate what Valdespin means to the Ducks, so clutch, imparting that major league experience and wisdom to everyone on the team. Kevin Baez just gushes when he talks about what Valdespin has done this season. And if he keeps it up, how much longer he'll be here, who knows?
And David, I know it doesn't count, but he did bring a 30-game on-base streak into the All-Star game.
This one should count.
They should count, right? Make it 31. No, here's Julio Borbon, who hit a solo homer to right field in the opening inning against the York Revolution's Robert Carson. That has provided the only run so far for the home team. So big spot with the tying runs aboard, and only one away for Borbon, who's hit 5 home runs this year for the Patriots, but now adds an all-star homer to that total. So a quick meeting between Castile of the Barnstormers and Wade of the Skeeters on the hill, and a tapper back to Conor Wade to short for one, on to first, and that is in time. Julio Borbon grounds into an inning-ending 1-6-3 double play. For the Libs, no runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We are through 3 at the All-Star game in Central Islip. It's the Freedom Division All-Stars 3 and the Liberty Division All-Stars 1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom Divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Chris King and David Weiss back at Bethpage Ballpark. It is the 21st annual Atlantic League All-Star Game, the third ever to be held here on Long Island, and we have played 3 innings so far tonight. The Freedom Division All-Stars have a 3-1 lead over the Liberty Division All-Stars. For the Freedom side, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. For the Liberty Division side, 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. And Kevin Baez, sticking to his 1 pitcher per inning routine thus far, brings on the right-hander from the New Britain Bees, Rainey Lara. So Lara, 5-3 on the year, 3.51 ERA, 9th best ERA in the league. He too is a replacement. Jim Fuller of the Bees was supposed to be here, but he is injured, so his teammate picks him up here. 66 2/3 innings tossed for Lara, 70 hits allowed, 19 walks, 42 strikeouts. He has the opposition hitting .265 against him. His only problem all year, David, he's given up a lot of home runs, 11, and that is tied for most of any pitcher in the Atlantic League. So Rainey Lara to face Vladimir Frias as we start the 4th, and in the broadcast booth, I turn it over to my partner and all-star broadcaster, David Weiss.
Thank you, Kinger. Nobody better to call an all-star game with is Chris King. Vladimir Frias at the plate. He bounced to second his first time up, and he hits one a long way to right field and over the head of right fielder Jamar Walton. Frias, though, will have to stop at first. Not sure if Frias knew where that went, and he's now slapping his hands in disgust, knowing that he should probably be standing on second base. He went over the head of the right fielder, but Frias only with a long single.
Yeah, one of the longest singles we've ever seen, right? He was content with that single, though. He'll pull up at first, so the Freedom Division guys who put up 3 in inning number 3, right after it again in the 4th.
Frias has 11 steals on the season for the Lancaster Barnstormers. Been caught stealing 9 times, though. And at the plate is Courtney Hawkins of the Sugarland Skeeters, the DH. And he takes a strike. 0-1 to Hawkins, who singled and came around to score in that 3-run third coming set, Rainy Lara. And the 0-1 on the way, a hard slider outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I remember chatting with my buddy Michael Pollack, our co-broadcaster and media relations director here at the Long Island Ducks, and I was saying that I really hope Rainy Lara makes it to the major leagues and pitches against the Yankees and against Sonny Gray. Rainy against Sonny. I've been waiting for that. 1-1 pitch, hit in the air. Right field, Jamar Walton looking up and makes the catch. And there is 1 down here in the top of the 4th.
Well, David, you and I chatting between innings that Rainey arrived 1 inning too late. The rains, the heavens opened up. Last inning, that would have been on cue upon his arrival, right?
However, he enters the game and it has stopped. Everybody's back in their seats.
Yep.
Yeah, they've wiped off their seats. There's still a little precipitation on the ground between the decks, but no damage done. Everything's fine, as if it never happened. Just kind of a squall that moved on through. Ryan Castile, the catcher. Lancaster Barnstormers, number 8 man in the order, at the plate. Righty-righty matchup as Lara misses up high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Castile struck out, but made a fantastic play. It was a 2-3 catcher to first base, foul pop-up catch, and nailing the runner at first, double play. That occurred back in the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd. Castile with a fine defensive play. It's 1-1 with 1 out and 1 on here. Top of inning number 4. It's 3-1 Freedom Division over the Liberty Division in the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game here at Bethpage Ballpark. 1-1 pitch to Castile, swings, foul, right side, upstairs, 1-2.
Well, Rainy Lara, also an all-star last year with the Bridgeport Bluefish. That was his first year in the Atlantic League. And if you're a longtime Met fan, it might be a familiar name. He spent 7 years, his first 7 years, all in the Mets organization, David, rising from rookie ball through Triple-A, but never got to pitch in Flushing.
Came close to that proverbial cup of coffee, but never quite made it. So the count 1-2 to Castile. Lara's pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Good fastball, rising fastball. A lot of heat there from Rainey. And there are 2 down. That is the 3rd strikeout for Liberty Division pitching. First, of course, for Lara. 2 out, 1 on. Bottom of the order, it's Edwin Garcia of the Blue Crabs, who doubled his first time up. A hard smash ground ball down the left field line that just eluded Davidson Romero. And Garcia would come around to score. 3-1 Freedom Division on top of the Liberties. In the top of the 4th, there are 2 down, 1 on, as we mentioned. Lara's first pitch is in the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Garcia on the season at .246, 2 homers, 19 RBIs, batting from the right side. Frias taking a short lead at first. And the pitch just missing inside. Count even, 1-1.
Hey, Garcia voted the Blue Crabs MVP last year, also made the Atlantic League All-Defensive Team, so getting rewarded now is Edwin Garcia for some fine play a year ago and this season as well.
Left out the fact that Garcia drove in a run back in that 3rd inning as well. So 1 scored and 1 driven in. 1-1 pitch. On the way, big swing, foul, out of play, right side, 1-2 to Edwin Garcia.
Well, David, I watch Bruce Beck of News 4 every night, and whenever he has the highlights of the Liberty, the New York Liberty, he almost calls them the Libs.
Okay.
So tonight I can call some team the Libs, right? The Liberty Division, but what's your nickname for the Freedom Division?
The Freeds.
The Freeze?
Or the
I don't know.
Freeze or Freeds?
I don't know. I was excited to use Libs because Bruce Beck, my idol, one of my broadcasting heroes, uses Libs all the time in the highlights, so I could use Libs tonight, but what do you use for the Freedom side?
Good question. We'll work on it. We'll come up with something. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball knocked down partially by Rainy Lara. Taken by second baseman Jordani Valdespin. Flips it over to Alfredo Rodriguez for the out. That goes 1-4-6. And the side is retired. So a leadoff single goes to waste for the Freedom Division All-Stars. No runs, a hit, a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 4 here at Bethpage Ballpark, and the score remains here at the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game. The Freedom Division 3, Liberty Division 1.
Hey fans, this is left-handed pitcher Andrew Barbosa, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of Frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
We go to the bottom of the fourth here in Central Islip. The Freedom Division All-Stars with a 3-1 lead over the Liberty Division All-Stars. And the fourth pitcher of the night for the Freedom side is the Lancaster Barnstormers' Nate Reed. So Reed into the game, 6-2 on the year. Those 6 wins are tied for the league lead, a 3.67 ERA. Again, he's a starter for Lancaster. All of his 12 games have been starts. 5th-year Atlantic League player, 4th year with the Barnstormers. He also pitched for the York Revolution and his current manager tonight, Mark Mason, back in 2016. For Reed, in 56 1/3 innings pitched, he's allowed 54 hits. He's walked 21 and he struck out 51. He was the Atlantic League Pitcher of the Month in May when he went 5-0 with an ERA of 1.04. Played his college baseball at the University of Pittsburgh and then pitched in the Mariners, Red Sox, and Giants organization, reaching as high as AAA.
So Nate Reed to face Long Island Ducks, Lou Ford, the New Britain Bees' Jason Rogers, and the Bees' Jamar Walton. They are scheduled to bat against Reed, barring any substitutions from this point forward, and it's an all-star game, so substitutions are the name of the game, friends. We will try to keep track if we can.
You know when we're in trouble, David? 5th inning, because 5th inning is the midpoint of the game. The managers are going to jump in and mess with us big time.
And that's when I jump out of the broadcast booth. I don't want any part of it. Lou Ford at the plate. Bounce to third his first time up. And a call strike. Home plate umpire Matt Cain on an off-speed pitch from the new pitcher Nate Reed. Next pitch on the way is fouled to our right upstairs. Quickly 0-2 to Lou Ford.
Lou in his 3rd All-Star game. The only other Duck to play in 3 games in the All-Stars was his manager Kevin Baez. Ray Navarrete led all Ducks with 5 All-Star appearances.
And this one is fouled. The count remains 0-2. Lou Ford did take part in the home run derby before the game, just after 5 o'clock this afternoon. 3 first-round homers got him into the finals, but he was beaten out in the finals by Davidson Romero of the New Britain Bees, the champion this year. And there's a ground ball, hard smash off the facing the fence that guards the Freedom Division dugout. Lou out in front of that one. No balls and 2 strikes for the DH starting for the Liberty Division here tonight. One of 7 Long Island Ducks to have made the 2018 All-Star game. Next pitch on the way, another foul over the roof to the right side. Lou not getting cheated on his cuts here. It's still 0-2.
Well, David, the changes have begun.
Okay, here we go.
Albert Cordero of the Sugarland Skeeters,
a
catcher by trade, is now in at second base. Edwin Garcia, the second baseman, has moved to third, replacing Frank Martinez. So you have Edwin Garcia at third base and Albert Cordero of the Skeeters into the game at second.
I'm trying to keep track.
It's tough.
And there's a ground ball, base hit. Lou Ford reaching out, a pitch that was over the outside corner, maybe just outside, period. And Lou with that major league eye and major league bat with a single to left field. Wasn't hit hard, didn't have to be. Hitting a perfect spot. Lou Ford with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 4th for the Liberty Division, which puts the tying run at the plate. Jason Rogers of the Britain Bees at the plate. He flied to center his first time up. Rogers at .314 this season, 4 homers, 39 RBIs. First pitch on the way from Reed of the Barnstormers. Over the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. So Ford on base. Ford actually has a steal this season, 1 for 1. Next pitch fouled away. And quickly 0-2 to Jason Rogers. What a great night for an all-star game. Weather perfect, gigantic crowd, big fireworks show to follow, exciting home run derby that preceded the game, and we got a close one here in Central Islip. 0-2 pitch on the way to Rogers, well inside, nearly hit him. And the count now 1-2.
So the first of many changes I'm sure that will follow as Mark Mason gets out in front of it. Kevin Baez expecting to insert all of his 4 guys off the bench in the 6th inning tonight. We'll see if he stays with that. So 5 innings for the starters, 4 innings for the replacements.
Ground ball foul just wide of the third base bag, so Rogers still alive. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our score sheets and everything that we have in taking notes will look like a Hagstrom by the time it's done. Now, if you are under the age of 25, you have no idea what the heck a Hagstrom is. I don't feel like explaining it. It's just too depressing.
Yes, go Google it, kids. Go Google it. But a Hagstrom has gotten David and I to many places in our careers.
In the days before GPS.
Yes.
Rogers at the plate. It's 1-2 with 1 on. That's Lou Ford. There's a ground ball. Could be 2. Taken by the shortstop Frias. Over to second base Cordero for 1. Back to first to Chavez. Double play. 6-4-3. 2 down.
So, David, even more impressive when you have guys playing defensively who haven't played with each other to make it look that smooth, right? We had a Barnstormer to a Skeeter right, for that double play.
And looked absolutely seamless. Jamar Walton of the New Britain Bees walked his first time up. He is now up with 2 outs and nobody on. The Libs trailing the Freedom Division 3-1. And first pitch off speed up high, 1 ball and no strikes to Jamar Walton. 285 this season for New Britain. 7 homers, has knocked in 30. Wanted to pull the trigger, did not, and takes a strike over the outside corner, 1-1. The home run derby champ, Davidson Romero, is waiting on deck. And there's a ground ball, left side, taken by Edwin Garcia. The long throw across, just beating Jamar Walton, who really busted it down the line. But he goes down, and so does the Liberty Division here in the bottom of the 4th. No runs ahead with the double play, nobody left. We go to the top of inning number 5 here at Bethpage Ballpark. The 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Freedom Division leading the Liberty Division 3-1.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green, so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLINY.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokehouse party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Niccola Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Freedom Division All-Stars with a 3-1 lead over the Liberty Division All-Stars as we go to the 5th inning. And the 5th different pitcher of the night for the Liberty side is the Somerset Patriots left-hander Dwayne Bilo. Bilo 5-2 on the year, 2.98 ERA. That's 4th best in the Atlantic League. In 63 1/3 innings, he's allowed 52 hits. He's walked 13, struck out 51, has given up 9 home runs. That's tied for 4th most in the league. And Dwayne Bilo, in his 2nd season with the Somerset Patriots, also his 2nd straight All-Star game, a former member of the Detroit Tigers and the Florida Marlins in the big leagues.
So Dwayne Belo of the Patriots will be facing the first three in the Freedom Division order. Darien Sanford of the Barnstormers, the Blue Crabs' Frank Martinez, and the York Revolution's Wellington Dotel scheduled to hit against Dwayne Belo, who pitches from the stretch. And first pitch on the way is hit in the air, foul, out of play, above us. Belo comes right over the top. Not easy to pick up that release point, makes him tough. Sanford here tonight struck out back in the top of the first. In the top of the third, he was part of that 3-run rally as he walked and would eventually come around to score, stealing a base along the way. Sanford with incredible speed, 39 steals, leading the league in that category. Darien Sanford. Job one is to keep him off base. 5'9", 170, doesn't even look that big, but man, he looks fast even when standing still, Chris.
He does.
He really does. Looks like he's ready to take off. Lightning. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Sanford. Coming set is Belo, and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Just missed the outside corner. And the count now even at 2-2. So we've played 4 complete. We're in the top of the 5th. Freedom Division with a 3-1 lead over the home team tonight, the Liberty Division. 2-2 pitch, hard slider outside, missing, and the count full. And Belo playing with fire here. A full count to Darien Sanford.
Just got to keep him off the bases, or if, hey, you're a fan of baseball and you just want to see him do his thing, a walk might put him on third.
Yeah, Chris mentioned it, that back in that third inning, it seemed like Sanford held up when he could have gone to third on a base hit because he wanted to steal third. In this case, he hits it in the air, playable, center field. Julio Borbon comes over to left center and makes the catch. So Sanford of the Barnstormers retired by Borbon of the Somerset Patriots, 1 down.
Well, it turns out, David, Frank Martinez is still in the game. We thought he had been replaced at third by Albert Cordero. Turns out Albert Cordero replaced Vladimir Frias instead at short. So Cordero will bat in the 6th spot of Frias, not here in the 2 slot where Martinez stays in the game. And he had a huge hit his last time through, did Martinez, a 2-run single that gave the Freedom side their first lead.
They got Frank Martinez at second base and Alberto Cordero at shortstop. And this is a mess. Oh,
and it's still early.
It is a long way to go. Frank Martinez is in the game. He is at the plate. He flied to short center his first time up, and a 2-run single up the middle in the 3rd inning. Big hit in this game to this point as he fouls one down the third base line. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. With 1 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the 5th. Martinez hit at the time, gave the Freedom Division a 2-1 lead. They were trailing 1-0 after Borbon hit a home run in the bottom of inning number 1. So Martinez turned a deficit into a lead. And Wellington Dotel waiting on deck. A ground ball that scored a run thanks to the speed of Darien Sanford. That's where we are, 3-1. Freedom Division on top. Pitch to Martinez down low. 2 balls and a strike to Frank Martinez. Should any home runs occur during my innings of play-by-play, I have some specialized home runs for every team represented here tonight. There's a ground ball left side, taken on a big hop by Romero. The throw across in time, 2 down.
So you have 8 different potential home run calls.
Yeah, the Ducks home run calls, I'll probably bring back some of the ones I've used before. But for the 7 other teams represented tonight, there's something for all of them. So I'll see if I can get to any of them if somebody hits it out.
All right, I can't wait. See, now you got me. I want to see like home run derby all over again.
Okay. Again, it's not the easiest ballpark to hit it out of, but we've seen some home runs fly out, both in the Derby and, of course, we've had 1 home run here. And there's a drive to center field on a line off the bat of Dotel, and Julio Borbon hardly had to move. So Dotel lines out to center field very quickly, 3 up and 3 down here in the top of inning number 5. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Freedom Division continues to lead 3-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, we head to the bottom of the fifth here on Long Island. Freedom Division All-Stars with a 3-1 lead over the Liberty Division side. And the fifth pitcher of the night for the Freedom Division is Sam Runyon of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 34 games for them, all in relief, 0-3 record, 2.48 ERA. In 32 2/3 innings, he's allowed 19 hits. He's walked 8, struck out 39. And the opposition batting just 170 against Runyon, who spent his first 7 years in the Royals organization, also 3 years in the Nationals organization, reaching as high as AAA. It's now his second year in Waldorf, Maryland.
So it's going to be Davidson Romero for the New Britain Bees to pace the Blue Crab Sam Runyon on the mound. Runyon, the right-hander. Liberty Division with some work to do. Bottom of the fifth, still plenty of time, but trail 3-1. Runyon pitching and missing with a hard slider outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Romero hit into that strange and spectacular double play, fouling out to Ryan Castile, who didn't see it at first, ran all the way back to the netting, turned around and nailed the runner at first base for a very unusual 2-3 double play. That was Romero's first time at bat, and Davidson dangerous at the plate, ahead in the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Romero scheduled to be the first batter and is to be followed by Francoso and the Ducks' Ramon Cabrera. It's 2 balls and a strike to Romero, who fouls it. Very few, if any, open seats as you look around the ballpark, and if they're open, it means they're at the concessions. Ray Navarrete walks in right behind us. How are you? Hey, the man that, forget about, Digby is important, but to me, he will always be Babe Navarrete. That is the name that we gave him years ago. It is 3-1 to Romero at the plate. Ray, how the heck are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm having a great time being back here. It's, wow, what a special night, right? It's awesome.
You did a great job, by the way, in the home run derby with our buddy Michael Pollock. That must have been a kick for you.
Yeah.
There's a ground ball right over the third base bag and down the third base line. Davidson Romero making the turn, and he will cruise into second base with a stand-up double to start the bottom of the fifth for the Liberty Division. You know, if I close my eyes and open them up again, that's Ray Navarrete. Babe Navarrete standing at second base.
Yeah, you know, being here for this All-Star game, it's crazy to think that it wasn't that long ago I was actually playing in this game, right?
Absolutely, and taking part in that home run derby years ago as well. But
yep.
With everything you did for the Ducks, and your number 16 hangs, of course, retired as well. I mean, this has to bring back so many memories.
Yeah, you know, it really does. I mean, this place, I can't say enough about it. And it's still crazy. There are some people here that actually still remember me. It's really nice to see a lot of familiar faces.
Everybody remembers you. Even if they're 2 or 3 years old, they still remember. Believe me, they know the story. At the plate is Mike Francoso of the Somerset Patriots. Bounced to second his first time up. So the electricity in the crowd, I mean, this must feel like it's 2009 all over again.
It really does. And I'll tell you what, it didn't help that Kevin Baez, the manager, asked me to take some swings today.
There's a foul out of play left side. How did that feel?
And I hopped in the cage with my jeans and Vans on and all, and I'll tell you what, I didn't feel that bad. I didn't feel that bad at all.
Many of us thought you should have taken part in that home run derby. We would love to have seen you.
I know. Now that the home run derby's over, I guess the cat's out of the bag. It was an option, and I just thought it was best that my last swing, my last home run, would be left in the championship series in 2013.
Yes, that was what we call the Roy Hobbs moment of all time. The only thing you didn't do was break a light and have sparks coming down on the field. That was what a way to end a Ducks career.
Yeah, somebody asked me why I chose not to do it, the home run derby, and be a fun participant in it, and I said if my career ended any other way, I probably would have said yes, but the fact that that's the last image, I think it was the right decision to leave it at that.
And you know what's odd for me as I look at Ray, and all the memories come back. Some of my best memories of Ray, unfortunately, but for me, as a ground ball, right side, base hit down the right field line. Davidson Romero is being waved in and will score standing up. RBI double for Mike Francoso of the Somerset Patriots. All right, let's do it. They hear it in Bridgewater, New Jersey when the Patriots are doing well. Somerset Patriots! It's 3-2 Freedom. As I was saying, some of my best memories of Ray Navarrete are when you and I were rehabbing together. My elbow and whatever was going on with you at Island Shore Physical Therapy. Yes. And all we did was talk politics. That's all we did.
Yes. I remember those days vividly. It was a lot of fun. It made going through rehab a little bit easier to deal with.
It was. We were buddies in that rehab a couple of times, in fact.
Yes, we were.
And Ramon Cabrera of the Ducks hits it in the air, playable, right side. And whoever is playing second base now, I'm guessing Alberto Cordero, and that's just a guess, made the catch. Yes, there you go. In an all-star game, you never know who is where. So I get an RBI double for Mike Francoso, and it's 3-2 with Alfredo Rodriguez at the plate. How often do you get back here on Long Island?
Ever since I moved back to Jersey now, it's once or twice a year at that. My parents are still out here, so, I'm on the island every blue moon. But to catch a game, a little bit more difficult. But I'll tell you what, it really is a good time to be back. And I'm definitely, we're going to make a point to come out here, once or twice in the second half.
That momentary pause you heard was for a picture taken on a cell phone by Chris King of Ray and myself, and there is a stolen base for Mike Francoso of the Somerset Patriots. With one down, he is now at third base. An important steal with Rodriguez at the plate, and a chance to bring in the tying run. The infield is up, playing in, and it's a ground ball through the drawn-in infield to right field. Alfredo Rodriguez of the Somerset Patriots drives in the tying run. Let's do it again. Somerset Patriots! We're tied at 3. I can tell you as a Long Island Ducks broadcaster, all those years driving around Bridgewater, New Jersey, there was nothing more annoying than hearing that chant. But tonight, it's fun to do because the Patriots and Ducks are friends.
Yeah, who would have thought, right? Who would have thought that would ever happen?
We are tied at 3. Sam Runyon on the mound, now facing the top of the order, and that's Jordani Valdespin, who hits into a potential double play. 4, 6, and 3. Valdespin with a broken bat, and the side is retired. Ray, you want to stick around for a while?
Yeah, I could stick around for another half an inning.
Little half inning? We'll keep you here. At the end of 5, it's a brand new ball game. 2 runs come across for the Liberty Division All-Stars. 2 runs, 3 hits. And at the end of 5 complete, Freedom 3, Liberty 3.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Niccola patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Niccola walkway now. Make your pavers vivid Niccola pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Niccolac's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Niccola. Visit Niccola.com.
away.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I think we're back on the air. Yes, we're trying to catch up here. As we go to the top of inning number 6. And the new pitcher is Luis Cruz of the Road Warriors. Cruz with an ERA of 1.58, a record of 1-2. He's appeared in 27 games to this point in the 2018 season. 1 save, 40 innings pitched, 47 strikeouts, just 12 walks, 7 earned runs given up. One of the best relievers in the league for the Road Warriors, Luis Cruz.
Number 33, now playing third base, number 17, Gustavo Pierre, number 17,
and Chris King trying to keep track of all the changes.
Number 18.
And I'll tell you right now, if there are any changes in the lineup with batters coming to the plate, we'll try to keep up as well. Blake Galen is coming to the plate now. For the Lancaster Barnstormers, he's 0 for 1, fouled out, and walked. Ray Navarrete, all-time great Long Island Duck, who leads in so many categories in his Duck career. His name's still atop so many offensive categories, and what he meant to the Ducks off the field, even more important. And of course, a champion several times over. Joining us in the booth, how's Digme going? How's the company?
Well, we're here. We were the official sponsor of this year's Home Run Derby. It was the Digme Home Run Derby, which I think is the perfect name for that event.
You're not kidding.
So we still have a long way to go, but we've made some strides. We made our national debut in 3 national retailers last year: Bloomingdale's, Tilly's, and Lids. So we have a chance. You know, people are noticing what we're doing.
And how do people find you on the web?
Simple. Still the same website as when I was here trying to build the brand, digmenation.com. That's digmenation.com. But the cool thing is you could also find our products at Lids, which is lids.com, or Tilly's.com, which is pretty cool.
Every time I watch Shark Tank, I expect Ray to step up and say, let me tell you about my company and what I need from you guys. That's where you should be.
Well, you know what? If I had $1 for every time someone said that to me, I wouldn't need any more investment capital for my company.
I'm not the only one who thought of
that. Oh,
that?
no. Everyone seems to think that if I go on Shark Tank, that's going to be the thing that gets us over the hump.
Well, it is, because nobody would turn you down. Absolutely not.
I appreciate that.
And there's a walk. On a full count, Blake Galen leads off with a walk from Luis Cruz.
Washington, number 30. Batting in the Freedom Division, first baseman, number 26, Matt Chavez.
Matt Chavez, over 2, is at the plate right now. Once your Duck career was over and you decided to go into business, into retail, and a very competitive type of market, whatever. What led you to do that? You had so many other choices. You could have followed up baseball. I always thought you were meant for politics. I mean, there were many things. I mean, listen, you're so articulate and so bright, so smart, but you decided to put your energies toward that. What led to that decision?
I get that a lot. I just think ultimately I was a baseball player who loved fashion. I've always loved shopping and clothes, and then I got that nickname, and when I started to realize that people loved the nickname.
And there's a ground ball left side, over to second for 1, back to first, a double play around the horn, 5-4-3. So the walk to Blake Galen means nothing, and there are 2 down, nobody on.
So I took a chance and I put the nickname on a T-shirt, and really the short answer is there were just enough people each and every year that said, this could be something, and here we are. I guess I didn't listen to the naysayers, and I just believe that, it really could be, and I'm not willing to give up on it just yet. I think enough people are starting to believe in it.
Oh, absolutely. If you see the apparel, the hats and everything else, I mean, it is just so high quality and so stylish, as you always were. You're kind of the Walt Clyde Frazier of the Long Island Ducks in many ways. Vladimir Frias is at the plate. He's 1 for 2. He bounced out and he singled back in the fourth. 2 out, nobody on. It's a 3-3 game. Alberto Cordero is up. That's not Vladimir Frias, who's out of the game, one of the replacements. Thank you, Chris King. Chris not being heard at the moment, but believe me, his presence is appreciated.
Yes.
He's keeping track of what's happening at this nutty All-Star game. Swing and a miss. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I appreciate Kinger giving me his airtime right now. I really do.
Well, you played in a few of these, Ray. You remember.
Keep your eyes closed for another inning and a half.
And people assume that it's all fun and games. I mean, the competitive juices do come out on the field in an All-Star game.
They really do, and I think it's something that all these players are going to remember. An All-Star game is never promised another time, so hopefully these guys enjoy it and they remember it like I did.
Well, it's a showcase like it was for you. Ray, I can't thank you enough for spending an inning or so with us here in the booth. I miss you dearly.
Oh, I miss you guys too.
You became such a great friend to all of us. In my money, the best Long Island Duck ever, and we wish you all the success. Anything we can ever do for you, you let us know.
I appreciate it. It's great to see you guys, and I will tell you this, I can let you know, I will be here for Buddy Harrelson night, that's for sure. My family and I, we're going to be here, so I'll be sure to come by and say hi on that night as well, too.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks so much.
Babe Navarrete, otherwise known as Ray Navarrete. We are tied at 3 going to the bottom of inning number 6 here at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Niccola patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Niccola walkway now. Make your pavers vivid Niccola pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Niccola's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Niccola. Visit Niccola.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, a 3-3 All-Star game heads to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the 6th pitcher of the night for the Freedom Division is a member of the York Revolution. It is Grant Sides, 2-0 this year with a 1.40 ERA in 18 games, all in relief. In 19 1/3 innings, he's allowed only a dozen hits. He's walked 4 and struck out 28. So a 7-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Opponent's only batting .176 against him. Does have 7 saves for the Revs, and he played 6 years of affiliated ball in the Indians organization, reaching as high as Double-A. So, David, great job with Ray Navarrete. I was off the broadcast for an inning. It was huge that I was able to catch up and try to keep track of the 13 changes that occurred while Ray was in here, but so great to have him doing Home Run Derby and then have him in the booth here. And he did tell us he will be here for Buddy Harrelson's night also on August the 3rd, so we will chat with him then. But great job, and so great to see you and Ray reconnecting here on air, as you did so many times during his incredible Ducks career. Again, the greatest Duck of all time without question.
No doubt about it. Miss him dearly, too. We had so many good times while rehabbing at Island Shore Physical Therapy. I'm not kidding. I'm rehabbing my elbow. He's rehabbing his hamstring, his knee, whatever was going on. And just one of the best guys you will ever meet. Julio Borbon at the plate. He homered his first time up back in the first inning over the right field wall and then hit into a double play. We're tied at 3. Borbon with a home run cut. He's hit 5 during the regular season, but looking for a second here tonight. Fouled it straight back. It's 0-1. So Grant Sides is the new pitcher for the Freedom Division. Sides of the York Revolution. Pitching from the stretch. As so many pitchers do, whether there's a man on or not. And he misses downstairs with a hard slider. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Borbon. Lou Ford of the Ducks waiting on deck. And then scheduled hit in the cleanup spot. That's Jason Rogers of the New Britain Bees. Brand new game. We're tied at 3. A real good one for the All-Star game for 2018 here in the Atlantic League. 1-1 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Just getting a piece is Borbon. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. You can feel the electricity in the air when you enter the ballpark tonight. There's nothing like an all-star game. In any major league sport, any professional sport, a baseball all-star game is the best of the bunch. Better than hockey, basketball, football. This one has something special. As Borbon hits it in the air, could be playable left side. Third baseman, who I believe is Frank Martinez.
Correct.
Can't catch up to it. Every time a ball is hit to an infielder, I will make it sound like a question. And I will wait for confirmation from Chris.
I'm still trying to catch up. Honestly, I am. And that's, again, not having to call the game when Ray was in here. Thank goodness for Ray.
One thing I didn't mention that Ray could have easily stepped into without even batting an eye was broadcasting. I mean,
he helped us out in the booth all those years he was injured.
Absolutely. Just so, articulate and intelligent. Could have done anything he wanted. 1-2 pitch downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Julio Borbon. Ducks would love to get the leadoff runner on here. You see, I said Ducks. I meant Liberty Division.
It's a hard habit to break after 19 years, isn't it?
Yep, but there is a Duck on deck, and that's Lou Ford. Borbon with a lot of speed. 19 steals, caught stealing only 4 times. He makes things happen if he gets on. He's trying here. It's 2-2. The pitch on the way. There's a ground ball right side. Big hop. First baseman Matt Chavez will toss it over to Grant Sides covering, and there is 1 down. So that put out goes 3-1. And here's Lou Ford. There he is, my radio sound-alike, Bob Otone, really dragging out the Lou for the crowd. Lou Ford tonight bounced to third and a base hit through the hole to the left side. Ford was in the home run derby and was the champion of the first round with 3 homers. Did not homer in the second round, but put on a really good show for the hometown fans. And a home run cut and a miss. It's 0-1 to Lou. On the season, Lou, who started slowly this season, 276, 4 homers, has knocked in 41. He's played in 64 games, not all as DH. He has been in the outfield. Turns 42 on August 12th. That's a month from tomorrow. As he hits one, gets under it, playable on the infield. Matt Chavez calling everybody off and makes the catch in foul territory, 2 down. So that brings up the New Britain Bees, Jason Rogers. Or at least that's the scheduled batter, but looks like we got a change.
Big David Washington.
Yes, it is.
Number 30, David Washington.
And that will no doubt mean that Washington will stay in and play first base.
Yeah, the Libs are going to have 4 changes, as we detailed earlier, and we'll get to those as we go through.
So David Washington also involved in the home run derby, and he made it to the final round. Washington in, 218 average, 9 homers, 32 RBIs, leads the Ducks in the home run department. First pitch on the way, catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Tied at 3, bottom of inning number 6. A sellout plus here at Bethpage Ballpark for the All-Star game for 2018. 0-1 pitch on the way, just misses the outside corner. And it's 1-1 to Big David. any All-Star game, the respective managers will try to get everybody in at some point. And that's particularly true in an All-Star game such as this one, where we can't go extra innings. It will be decided in a mini home run derby if we're tied at 9 innings, and we are tied right now at 3. So that means skipper Mark Mason for the Freedom Division and Kevin Baez for the Ducks for the Liberty Division will get everybody in there. Next pitch downstairs. It's 2-1 to David Washington. Washington has hit some moonshot home runs for the Ducks this season. Doesn't pull everything either. He hit 2 homers the opposite way in the home run derby. And he was looking to pull the trigger there, held up, and it ends up in the backstop area. It's 3 balls and a strike to Washington.
Yeah, David had his first grand slam of the year here Saturday night against the Sugarland Skeeters. Ducks didn't have any grand slams, David, in the entire first half. Then the second half opens. They got a Taylor Ard grand slam on Friday night and a David Washington salami on Saturday.
Part of that 3-game sweep of the Sugarland Skeeters to open up the second half. 3-1 count to Washington. And he takes slow. So David Washington is aboard with a 2-out walk.
And it should bring Jonathan Galvez to the plate as he came in left field. So he will make his first appearance. And it looks like, David, both managers have gotten all 4 bench players into the game. So I think we have personnel-wise the last defensive changes we will see. But knowing Mark Mason, he just may have them rotate positions just to play with us. So we'll see how it goes. But both managers have managed to get their 4 bench players that did not start into the game at this point.
Galvez at .272 for the New Britain Bees, 5 homers, 17 RBIs, and he takes a strike. Fastball, no balls and a strike to Galvez. Washington is at first base. 2 down, 1 on. Tied at 3, bottom of the 6th. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Liberty Division. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Freedom. 0-1 pitch on the way at the plate, but apparently downstairs, 1-1.
And it will be a homer off if we are tied after 9 innings. No extra innings in the All-Star game. Each team will pick a player. They'll get 2 outs to work with, and most homers wins it. Sudden death overtime, if you will.
Washington leads off first. 6 steals this season. Caught stealing 4 times. A swing, a miss. Maybe a foul tip in and out of the mitt of catcher Ryan Castile.
Correct.
Yes, it's still Ryan Castile. As I said, every time I mention a name, it's going to be in the form of a question. I will look for assurance from Chris.
I have more cross-outs on my
God.
score sheet than players in the game, so something's not adding up, David.
Sooner or later, we'll figure it out. In a couple of days, we'll have a perfect score sheet. 1-2 the count to Galvez at the plate. The pitch. Bounce, grounding ball to the second baseman. I believe that was Cordero, and he takes it and steps on the bag, and that will do it.
Nice glove to glove there, David, to end it. Sweet.
It was Cordero to Garcia, I believe, or the other way around. All right, we'll figure it out later. What's important here, no runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. At the end of 6 complete at Bethpage Ballpark for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, we remain tied, Freedom 3, Liberty 3.
Hey fan, this is Carlos Pimentel, pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Well, we head to the 7th inning in a 3-3 All-Star game, and that means 7th pitcher of the night for the Liberty Division side. Another Long Island Duck. It's Southpaw Wander Perez, 2-1 on the year with a 2.77 ERA, 28 games all in relief. Came to the Ducks from the Bluefish in the dispersal draft back in November of 2017. In 26 innings, he's allowed 27 hits. He's walked 9, struck out 23. Opponents batting .273 against Wander Perez as this 3-3 game heads to the 7th on All-Star Night on Long Island.
All knotted up. Bottom third of the order for the Freedom Division against the Ducks, Wander Perez. Courtney Hawkins, the DH. Ryan Castile, the catcher. Edwin Garcia, the second baseman, all to get their third at-bat. And, of course, each at-bat has been against a different pitcher. Because we had a new pitcher every inning for each team. So it's Courtney Hawkins, who is 1 for 2 with a run scored, a single in that 3-run third inning. And he hits the first pitch on the ground. Alfredo Rodriguez. The throw across is in time. And there is one pitch and one out here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, you got Big David Washington playing first base now for the Liberty Division. And a couple other defensive changes as Isaac Wenrich of the Road Warriors is in at catcher. Gustavo Pierre, also of the Road Warriors, is in at third base. And Jonathan Galvez of the New Britain Bees is now in left field. As Mike Francoso, who was in left, switches over to right, he of the Somerset Patriots. Got that, David? Not a chance.
Wait a minute. I'm working as fast as I can.
It's crazy. All right, Ryan Castile at the plate. He's struck out twice in the game already.
All right, 0 for 2. And Wander Perez, coming almost submarine-like, misses outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Castile. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down, nobody on, tied at 3. And the next pitch nipping the outside corner, so it's 1 and 2. I believe it's 1 and 2. I saw home plate umpire Matt Cain signal strike. It went up as a ball on the scoreboard. We'll straighten that out in a moment.
Well, we got Tyler's amazing balancing act here at the ballpark tonight, and I actually, David, just watched him balance a video camera, the camera they are using on the field tonight to show shots on the scoreboard, on his nose.
The nose, I saw that.
Or on his chin, one of the two. It might have been chin. Incredible.
And he kept it up there a while, got a big hand from the crowd down here.
He's walking through the crowd, just grabbing whatever they give him and balancing it on his nose, on his chin, on his forehead. He is literally making his way across the row and saying, all right, whatever you got, give it to me, I'll balance it for you. It's
great at parties, rent them out for bar mitzvahs. This guy is terrific. And by the way, we got a mascot palooza down in front of us behind home plate.
Right 6 total mascots here tonight.
Perez missing outside. The count now full at 3 and 2 to Ryan Castile. Everybody here. Sparky from the Patriots. Who else we got down there? Everybody.
Everybody. Obviously, the Road Warriors don't have a mascot. I'm trying to figure out who's missing, David. So only one is missing. Not sure who that is.
Castile hits in the air. Playable. That's the center fielder.
That is still Julio Borbon.
And Borbon makes the catch. And there's 2 up and 2 down as we go to the bottom of the order. And Edwin Garcia.
And just to let you know, when we hit the 7th inning stretch, we will carry God Bless America from the New York Army National Guard Specialist, Tiffany A. Meadows. So we are waiting for a terrific version at our 7th inning stretch, which is now 1 out away.
So Wander Perez trying to make it a quick 1-2-3 inning here with Garcia at the plate. And he whips that first pitch in, a strike, 0-1. Garcia is 1 for 2, a double and a run scored back in the 3rd inning. And he bounced into a 1-4-6 double play in the 4th. Off the pitcher's glove to second base to short. And that completed the DP, the twin killing. It's 0-2, foul out of play to the right.
Well, Wander Perez, 4 years in the White Sox organization, getting as high A ball. Also pitched for the Bluefish in 2015, 2017. Obviously, they are no longer. Ducks grabbed him in that dispersal draft back in November.
And he whips one in, hit weakly by Garcia to second baseman Valdespin. Over to first, David Washington to his teammate, and that will do it. In the inning, 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We're still tied at 3 in the middle of inning number 7.
Behind home plate, that's section 100. Long Island Ducks are very, very proud to be joined tonight by New York Army National Guard Specialist Tiffany A. Meadows. Tiffany will now lead us in the singing of God Bless America.
Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
What a wonderful, inspirational rendition of God Bless America from New York Army National Guard Specialist Tiffany A. Meadows. We salute America. We salute her on a wonderful night here at Bethpage Ballpark. Tied at 3, Freedom Division, Liberty Division.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Daniel Fields, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, David Weiss along with Chris King. We go to the bottom of inning number 7. Freedom Division, Liberty Division. We are tied at 3. Garrett Granitz is the new pitcher for the Freedom Division. Garrett Granitz of the Lancaster Barnstormers is the 7th pitcher of the game for the Freedom Division. Each team has used a new pitcher every single inning. So Lancaster's Garrett Granitz in pitching now, and the first pitch to Davidson Romero is hit weakly to short, and the throw on to first is in time. Romero is retired after going 1 for 2, hit into a foul-out double play back in the second inning, and he doubled and scored a run on the 5th. Now 1 for 3. Romero retired, 1 down.
Well, we did have a change, David. That was Gustavo Pierre of the Road Warriors.
Right,
oh, yes.
Good. All right. Well, it wasn't Romero. Okay, so Romero.
Yeah, so Romero's done at 1 for 2 with a double in the run. That was Gustavo Pierre of the Road Warriors' first at bat, and he grounds out short.
Who's up now?
It is indeed Mike Francoso, who stays in the game moving from left to right field, he of the Patriots.
Francoso bounced out, and then in the 5th inning, doubled, stole third, and was stranded there, but did score a run. No, wait a minute. He did score, didn't he? In the 5th inning, let's see.
He did. He had an RBI double and scored.
That's right.
Might be a candidate for MVP. You got to start thinking about those things, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, Francoso has had a very good night. 2-0 count, and takes a strike on the inside corner, 2-1.
You only got one homer. That's Julio Borbon of the Somerset Patriots.
Right.
And then, of course, you got that big 2-run single by Frank Martinez of the Blue Crabs. So those might be your leading contenders for most valuable player, which will be awarded, and we'll carry that as well following tonight's game prior to the fireworks. So, David, you and I usually slam our windows shut once the game ends because you wouldn't hear a thing if we left it open when the fireworks are going. But tonight we'll bring you the MVP, close them up, the fireworks will begin, and then we'll start our post game.
Very little chance that a pitcher is going to end up as MVP of this game because we have 18 pitchers to choose from, each going just one inning. So unless somebody strikes out 3 players on 9 pitches, I don't know if we could come up with an MVP candidate.
I think you're right. It would have to be 3 Ks on 9 pitches, and that's it. Absolutely right.
Something you don't normally see.
And the MVP might be the guy who wins the homer off, right? If you win the game for your team, if we get that far, right?
The way it looks right now, there's a weak ground ball hit to the right side. Throw on to first is in time, so 2 ground ball outs. Here in the 7th inning, nobody on, 2 down. And let's see.
Isaac Wenrich of the Road Warriors, first at bat. Oh, by the way, we got to get on our partner, Michael Pollack.
Yes.
We all know how thorough he is in his preparation, but he's got to be the only one that would know that Swatson of the Sugarland Skeeters is the only missing mascot. You mean you couldn't get the mascot on the plane? Come on.
Would have taken up 2, maybe 3 seats. Guess that would have been a problem. Listen, he's a mascot. Put him in the overhead bin. What's the big deal?
Oh, now you can't go there, David. Come on.
You're right. You're right. Sorry. I apologize.
You pushed it a little too far.
Over the line. Isaac Wenrich at the plate. No balls and a strike. And there's a ground ball to the right side. 3 ground ball outs for the pitcher in the game, Gannett Granitz. So that's it. 3 up and 3 down very quickly for the Liberty Division All-Stars. Nothing across. We have finished 7 complete here at Bethpage Ballpark for the 2018 All-Star Game for the Atlantic League. It's the Freedom Division 3, Liberty Division 3.
Hey fans, this is infielder David Washington, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green, so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLINY.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Niccola Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game. David Weiss, Chris King having a fantastic time. This thing has been wonderful from start to near finish. We're in the latter innings now, top of the 8th coming up. And we get a pitching change, another one. New pitcher for every inning for the Liberty Division All-Stars from the Road Warriors. The new pitcher is Andrew Johnston, who enters the game with a record of 2-1, 2.59 earned run average. He's appeared in 22 games, all in relief. Let's see how many, 72 and 2/3 innings pitched. It's given up just 21 earned runs. Andrew Johnston, new pitcher. And to bring us home for the final 2 innings, plus possibly a home run derby to end it is Chris King.
Well, thank you very much, David Weiss. Terrific job in your 4 innings of play-by-play and that great interview with Ray Navarrete. So you are the all-star. You're my personal vote for MVP right now of this game.
Me?
Yes, for everything you did. Interviewing Ray and keeping track of the game at the same time, you got MVP honors.
Well, listen, Chris deserves honorable mention for keeping everything straight as far as the players. You know who I would vote for MVP? I'd give it to Ray Navarrete.
You give it to Ray.
I give it to Ray. He's standing right behind us. He did a great job here in the booth.
All right, a tie game heads to the 8th. Again, the Road Warriors righty Andrew Johnston in top of the order for the Freedom Division, and Cory Vaughn of the Blue Crabs with his first at-bat of the night. It is strike 1. Again, Johnston of the Road Warriors, a familiar name to Atlantic League fans, as he has pitched 4 years for the Sugarland Skeeters and parts of 2 others for the Camden River Sharks. Vaughn here hacks it away foul, and it's 0-2 on Cory, who this year is hitting .220 for Southern Maryland, does lead them with 11 homers, and is second on the Crabs with 25 runs batted in. Strikeouts his problem this year, though. 70 Ks on the year, second only to David Washington of the Ducks, who's also an all-star, but leads the league in striking out. So he's set up at 0-2. And he pulls it on the ground to first for Washington, but it's a foul ball, so those two connecting there, and the count holds at 0-2.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is it Cory Vaughn at the plate?
It is Cory Vaughn at the plate.
Despite the fact that there's Jared Mitchell out there.
We got to work on this. All right, let's work on this then, David. You might be right on this one.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the scoreboard sign says Jared Mitchell. I thought it was Cory Vaughn, too.
Let's try. I thought it was as well. It is Cory Vaughn. It is Cory Vaughn, I believe.
I think so, too.
Well, let's see. They have his 22 as Jared Mitchell, so unless they're throwing another curve at us. Literally.
I don't even have any numbers, so I'm just making it up.
Poked the other way. So 22, Jared Mitchell of the York Revolution. They may have switched spots in the order from what we expected, so I believe you're right. This is Jared Mitchell of the York Revs. Cory Vaughn may drop down and hit in the 3 spot. So looks like Mark Mason juggling it around again.
Mitchell at the top of the order now.
Yeah, so Jared Mitchell. Good job, David. Good job. 0-2 on Mitchell of the York Revs. My bad. And that down and away from Andrew Johnston of the Road Warriors. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I really wish I had brought my migraine medication. Hard to keep track, but it has been so much fun here tonight, and still a ways to go.
Here is the 1-2 coming from the big right-hander from the middle of the rubber. And that missing down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So, again, we do expect to see Cory Vaughn, who we detailed there quite a bit as the 3-hitter this inning. We'll see if that continues to hold true, as Mark Mason promised last night at the dinner to mess with us, and he's done that. The skipper of the Revs. 2-2 is pulled on the ground through the right side. So Jared Mitchell with a leadoff single here for the Freedom Division. A big turn at first, but he'll head back as the go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
And we'll see what skipper Mark Mason wants to do in that Mitchell has speed. 15 steals, caught stealing 4 times, but that's a part of his game. Mitchell can run, and we're in a tie game, so trying to get a runner in scoring position is paramount.
So we'll see how they play it. Here is Frank Martinez. He again is sandwiched a 2-run single in between a flyout and a ground out. So that 2-run single back in the 3rd inning gave the Freedom Division their first lead of the night at 2-1. They opened up a 3-1 lead before the Liberty stormed back to tie it. The runner goes, it's poked into center field for Julio Borbon, and now quickly retreating is Mitchell, who's got time to get back to first, 1 away.
So how about that? Frank Martinez swinging at the first pitch. You don't often see a hit and run. I'm not sure that was, but I'm sure Mitchell would have liked at least one pitch to have been taken to try to get into scoring position. Instead, he has to retreat and a big first out.
So here is Cory Vaughn, who we detailed earlier.
There you go.
So he does indeed take the 3 spot instead of the leadoff role, as the member of the Blue Crabs is in now with 1 away. So Jared Mitchell of York was off and running on the first pitch by Andrew Johnston in that last at bat to Martinez. Let's see what he does here. And now Johnston has his intention a little bit more as he'll fire over to David Washington to keep him close. And a tie game here that's reached the 8th inning. And the Liberty Division trying to snap a 6-game losing streak in the All-Star game. They haven't won since 2010 on this field. This one, an inside strike to Vaughn, and it's 1-1. Johnston a long stare into Wenrich, his Road Warriors teammate, so they get the battery together here. And now another throw over to first as Mitchell is going to keep his attention.
Quickly, Major League scores, according to my phone. Scoreless, Mets and Phillies, top of the 6th. Yanks and Baltimore lead 5-0, top 5.
Wow, Yankees 4-5 against the Orioles this year, the worst team in baseball. Swing and a miss here by Vaughn. And I believe the count's 1-2. Our home plate umpire is checking the scoreboard, or check that 0-2 is what they say. Matt Cain corrects myself, and it is 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes on Corey Vaughn. Johnson's pitch popped up a mile high into left center field. Looks like Borbon, the center fielder, making the call and the catch. A member of the Patriots has the second out in his glove.
Elsewhere on the scoreboard, in case you missed it, World Cup soccer semifinals. Croatia beat England.
Wow.
2-1. England scored the first goal. Croatia got the second one in regular time, and then in the so-called overtime, bonus time, injury time, extra time. I don't understand soccer. Nobody knows when it ends. They just look at it. They watch the referee and they go, "Oh, it's over." In any case, they did win it before they went to penalty kicks. 2-1 Croatia against France for the World Cup championship and title this Sunday.
Here's the Barnstormers' Blake Galen now with 2 outs, and the Revs' Jared Mitchell still at first. And he takes outside for ball 1. Galen tonight 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. So again, the gentleman who leads the Atlantic League in both home runs and runs batted in at the All-Star break. In his 3rd All-Star game for the Stormers, trying to pick up his first hit. He takes ball 1, and now ball 2 in tight at his knees. So could it be a 3-walk game for Blake Galen?
Yes, as much as Duck fans like myself love Jordani Valdespin, I am a Blake Galen fan. He is just so much fun to watch.
He is, and he has been for 7 years now. The Barnstormers' all-time leader in almost every offensive category. 2-0 is a strike. He didn't like that one. It's 2-1.
And when the Barnstormers visit here, he never seems to be in a slump. He always seems to be on a tear.
Yeah. He's had his contract purchased, David, 4 times in those 6 years prior with Lancaster.
Wow.
So the big leagues have come calling 4 different occasions for Blake Galen, who rips it foul down the right field line. Mitchell was off and running, so he'll head back to first with a count of 2-2.
Yeah, if that one was fair down the right field corner, and with Mitchell running, he would have easily come all the way around.
In the Freedom Division, 3 runs on 5 hits. The Liberty side, 3 runs on 7 hits. And befitting an all-star game, we have not had an error in our contest.
Yep, a lot of good defensive plays. Very sharp defensively.
So Andrew Johnston trying to pitch around the leadoff single. The Jared Mitchell a strike away. And Galen pulls it on the ground to second. It is Valdespin flipping to first, and the side retired. So for the Freedom All-Stars, no runs, a hit, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 8th in a 3-all All-Star game on Long Island.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Shahid Jurgens, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hop Hog, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hop Hog, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hop Hog, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
At Bethpage Ballpark, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, we are tied at 3. A beauty going to the bottom of inning number 8. New pitcher, For the Freedom Division on the mound from the Lancaster Barnstormers, Scott Shuman is the new pitcher for the Freedom Division, and skipper Mark Mason. Shuman, the 6'3" right-hander from Valdosta, Georgia. Shuman, let's take a look. A .95 earned run average, one of the best relievers in the league this season. A 2-0 record. Has appeared in 20 games, all in relief. Shuman, 19 innings pitched. Get this, just 2 earned runs. He has struck out 34 in those 19 innings and walked 7. Extremely difficult to hit. Scott Shuman kind of wings the ball from behind his head. Not easy to pick up that release point. He is tough. And the Liberty Division with 6 outs left to play with in regulation, and then we'll go to the Home Run Derby to try to settle it if we're still tied. Tied at 3, bottom 8.
A second straight year that Scott Shuman goes to the All-Star game with the Lancaster Barnstormers, and he did have a proverbial cup of coffee with the Long Island Ducks, pitching 8 times for the flock back in 2016. So the former Duck Shuman against the current the current Patriot, Alfredo Rodriguez, for the Liberty Division. So Rodriguez in the 9 holes had a good night. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a run batted in. Certainly an MVP candidate in a 3-all game that reaches the home 8. And the first pitch from Shuman off the shin guards of the catcher Castile as the Barnstormers battery works here in a tie game. It's ball 1 to Alfredo Rodriguez. What a terrific game it's been tonight, as David has detailed. And again, we might have ourselves a homer off if it continues tied. It's been tied since the bottom of the 5th inning. The Libs had a 1-0 lead after 1 on a solo homer by Julio Borbon. The Freedom side a 3 spot in the 3rd to make it 3-1. Liberty tied it with a pair in the 5th, and we have been scoreless since. Ball 2 to Rodriguez. And now a strike, and it's 2-1.
So those 2 runs scored in the bottom of the 5th by the Ducks when Ray Navarrete was here in the booth. A lucky charm for the Liberty Division.
Yes, that's right. How fitting. That's why you got to give him the MVP.
Right.
The 2-1 is inside, ball 3. So in a tie game in the top of the 8th, the Freedom Division got the leadoff man aboard as Jared Mitchell singled through the right side. And the Libs would love to get Alfredo Rodriguez on here. Get something to hit at 3-1. And that's ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run is aboard to open the home half of the 8th as well.
And who better would you want in a clutch situation? Tie game, it's late. Runner on first. Hometown hero, Ducks MVP of this season, Jordani Valdespin, is up.
He is 1 for 3 tonight, a single to right sandwiched in between a flyout, and he has grounded into a double play. So we'll keep our eye on Rodriguez, the Patriot, at first base. He has 11 steals. He's been caught 3 times, being held on by Devin Rodriguez of Southern Maryland. Pitch by Shuman downstairs, gets through the wickets of Castile into the backstop, and that means Rodriguez will trot down to second base on a wild pitch. So now the go-ahead run in scoring position for Valdespin.
Boy, that thing was very low and just skidded right through the legs of the catcher Castile and home plate umpire Matt Cain. It's amazing he didn't hit anything. He just went straight back to the netting. And now the Liberty Division set up, nobody out.
So Ken Jordani, the Duck, play hero here in a tie game, bottom of the 8th. Going for third is Rodriguez, the throw, and he is out. Oh, what was Alfredo Rodriguez of the Patriots thinking, David, making the first out at third base in the tie game in the home 8th? Oh my goodness, that is just not what you want to see in any game, let alone an all-star game.
Must have been doing it on his own. He thought he had it, kind of a running jump, walking lead, but that really wasn't even close.
I mean, you're in scoring position with nobody out. At least give Valdespin a chance to move you over.
Yeah, ground ball to the right side, absolutely.
Yep. That's a very much of a head-scratcher as Jordani chases one up and away. 2 balls and a strike now to Valdespin. So that leadoff walk, a wild pitch, got Rodriguez to second, and then he tries to steal third with nobody out, and Ryan Castile of the Barnstormers guns him down easily. So nobody on, 1 away. The count 2-1 on Valdespin. Shuman's pitch. Did it hit him? It was in tight.
Very close.
Yeah, they call it ball 3. I thought I heard contact there. I thought maybe the knob of the bat. But they call it a ball. He's not taken first, so it's 3-1 in a hitter's count for the former New York Met, Jordani Valdespin.
If Jordani had been hit, you know, he would have shown or at least reacted. He did not.
The 3-1. He took it all the way up and away for ball 4, so a 1-out runner now for the Liberty division here in a tie game last of the 8th.
Well, let's see if the Liberty division can start from scratch with 1 out, making up for the leadoff walk to Rodriguez and getting thrown out trying to steal third. And here's the home run hitter at the plate, Julio Borbon.
You wonder if Valdespin would go here. He does have 14 steals in 17 tries, but just after watching watching Rodriguez get gunned down easily, does he stay put at first, or will he try to swipe a bag? As here's Borbon. David told you about his solo shot to right in the opening inning. That gave the Liberty the early 1-0 lead, just 2 batters in. He does go. The pitch is dropped by the catcher Castile, so Jordani Valdespin with a stolen base. And now, David, if you do the math, had Valdespin made a productive out, you may have had a guy on third with 1 away. Now you got a man on second with 1 away. Close enough.
Well, they still have a runner in scoring position, but that important first out has been registered.
Right.
Meanwhile, Valdespin taking a chance. Castile has a gun, has a bazooka for an arm, but couldn't come up with it cleanly. Valdespin in scoring position.
Dancing off second is Jordani, and swinging through it here is Borbon. It's 1-1.
So now it's not a question necessarily of moving Valdespin over, because that would make a second out. It's more about getting him home.
Julio Borbon, since the homer, has grounded into a double play and grounded out to first. He's 1 for 3 with a run and a ribby. And that one way up and away off the right hand of Shuman. It's 2-1. So again, Shuman's walked the first 2 batters he's faced, Rodriguez and Valdespin. In between, we've had a wild pitch, a caught stealing, and a stolen base.
It's rather unusual. 34 strikeouts, 7 walks for Shuman, but only in 19 innings. So he can lose the plate at times.
2-1 coming. Jordani's dancing off second base, and now Shuman's just going to fake a throw with nobody covering, yet Valdespin goes back. That one always amazes me as well. Not a soul near second base, but Jordani not taking any chances.
Well, the one that really is a head scratcher is when a pitcher fakes to third and wheels and goes back to first.
Yes.
I've never seen a pitcher in my life throw to third base if their runner's on the corner.
That's true. 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Big, big batter for Scott Shuman of the Barnstormers here, trying to keep this a 3-all game in the last of the 8th.
Should the Liberty division take the lead, who is scheduled to pitch the 9th for Liberty?
Evan Scribner of the New Britain Bees is the only pitcher that hasn't worked for the Liberty side, and for the Freedom in the 9th, we'll see Felipe Paulino, their only pitcher who hasn't worked in the game. 2-2, a swing and a miss. He struck him out, so huge strikeout for Shuman. 2 gone.
How about that? 2 walks, and then he shows out that strikeout ability. With those 34 strikeouts in 19 innings in the regular season, he shows you why with that tremendous stuff. It's electric. So now it's set up for Lou Ford.
It's set up for the Ducks, right? They got the go-ahead run at second in Valdespin of Long Island, and now Lou Ford, the captain, the hitting coach, and the DH tonight for the Liberty division side. He is 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out, and he fouled out at first. So big spot for Lou. Can the Duck connection give the Liberty the lead in the 8th? Takes a strike, 0-1.
Lou does not have to hit it out here, as he did a number of times in the home run derby. Just a base hit. With Valdespin's speed, he will score.
Ford, 41 RBIs, second on the Ducks, 4th best in the Atlantic League, as David has detailed, at nearly 42 years of age. Fake here by Shuman to bring Valdespin back to second. Wants to keep him close so that the defense of the Freedom division would have a chance on a play at the plate on a base hit.
That's a good point, Chris. He has the exact number of RBIs as his age.
Well, he'd like to make it 42 overall. 0-1 is lifted foul down the right field line. I think Lou is claiming catcher's interference.
Yes.
And they're going to rule that. So his bat hit the glove of the catcher, Ryan Castile of the Barnstormers, and Lou gets first base on catcher's interference to bring up another Duck, David Washington.
How about this?
So, David, we got 2 Ducks on the pond and 1 at the plate.
So catcher's interference, I believe, goes down just like a walk or a hit pitch, hit by batter.
And that will be the first error of the game as well. It is charged as an error to the catcher, Ryan Castillo. But now David Washington, who has walked in his only plate appearance, has a chance to drive in 1, 2, or 3 ducks, depending on what he can do against Scott Shuman here in a big spot.
Well, this is how you write the story at Bethpage Ballpark for the All-Star game. It's set up perfectly.
Could not be set up more perfectly. 2 on, 2 out in a 3-all game last of the 8th, and Shuman up and away to Washington. Now this crowd will explode if the Ducks connection can come through here in the last of the 8th. They'd be 3 outs away from winning an All-Star game, the Liberty Division, for the first time in 8 years. 8 years ago on this field is the last Liberty Division All-Star win. They've dropped the last 6 straight games, and the only other game was Sugar Land against the rest of the league down in Texas. 1-0, golfed at, and a strike to even things up on Washington.
Washington walked his only previous appearance in the 6th against the York Revolution's Grant Sides. Had a couple of big cuts, waited outsides, and worked his way on. But in this case, Washington isn't thinking about a base on balls. He wants to hit it hard someplace.
1-1 the count on David. Oh boy, went for the fences there, but couldn't catch up to the belt high heat, and he's down a ball and 2 strikes.
He gives you that Aaron Judge look at the plate, except from the left side. The strike zone is so large, and his hitting zone is large. He'll swing at things that appear high or low to other players, but for him, it's all a part of the deal.
And again, 85 times he has struck out this year. That leads the league. The 1-2 is up and away, 2-2. So he's trying to make contact. That's a great point, David. They always do the stats on Aaron Judge, and it's so difficult for him to do what he does when that strike zone is so much larger than everybody else. So deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 ducks on the pond for David Washington. The pitch up and away, and the count full, and that will set the runners free. Valdespin from second, Ford from first.
And Jonathan Galvez of New Britain Bees waiting on deck if Washington walks and loads them up.
So biggest moment of the night has arrived here in a 3-3 game, bottom of the 8th. The runners will go on a 2-out payoff to David Washington a year ago, playing in the big leagues with the Baltimore Orioles. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. What a job by the Barnstormers, Scott Shuman, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 left. We go to the we go to the 9th inning now here in Central Islip. It's still a 3-all All-Star game.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Dunning, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
At Bethpage Ballpark, David Weiss, Chris King, Atlantic League All-Star Game for 2018, and we have another pitching change. It's, to be exact, our 8th pitching change for the Liberty Division. If you add that to the starter, that's 9 pitchers, 1 per inning. Eric Scribner. Evan Scribner is in the game for the New Britain Bees, one of the 2 best relievers, at least in terms of the stats. Overwhelming numbers. He comes in to face the Freedom Division in the top of the 9th. Evan Scribner of the Bees, 1-0 record. He has appeared in 19 games, all in relief. A .89 earned run average. 19 innings pitched. Or make that 20 in the third innings pitched, rather. He has struck out 47. Now make that 18. Let me see this. All right, 18. He struck out 18 and 20 in the third, but he has not walked a man. Not intentionally, not unintentionally, nothing. No walks. He's all about control. Evan Scribner is in the game for the Bees against the Freedom Division All-Stars, top of the ninth.
Well, here we go. Devon Rodriguez of the Freedom Division All-Stars to lead it off from Southern Maryland. And he takes inside. It's ball one. So Evan Scribner, the last of the 9 pitchers on the Liberty Division side, is in, a former big leaguer with the Padres, the A's, and the Mariners. Does have 12 saves on the year. That's 4th most in the league, and gets a swinging strike here on Rodriguez of the Blue Crabs in his first at-bat of the night. And the count 1-1. Rodriguez on the season hitting .269, third best average on Southern Maryland, 2 homers, 20 knocked in. So a tie game has reached the 9th. Breaking ball pulled foul down the right field line. Remember, we will not play extra innings. If this is tied after 9, each side will pick 1 batter, and then we go to home run derby. But they only get 2 outs, David, so any 2 balls that are not homers, and we'll just rinse and repeat, as Michael Pollack put it in his text to me.
That's right.
Just keep going until we got a winner.
But it will be that same player. I
believe so, yes. I believe you only select 1 player is here. Rodriguez is a strikeout victim for Scribner for out number 1 in the visitors' 9th.
As compared to the penalty kicks or the shootout in the NHL, where different players have 1 shot at it, you play in innings. But in this case, it's 2 outs, not innings. And use up those 2 outs and you're done.
Number 3, Albert Cordero.
So here's Albert Cordero of the Sugarland Skeeters. Standing in, Cordero on the year hitting .277, 7 homers, and 32 runs batted in. That's tied for 3rd among all Skeeters. It's his 3rd year with Sugarland. First pitch from Scribner is swung through. So Scribner doing his thing here and trying to get this thing to the home 9th. How about a waddle? Would it be a waddle-off win, or would it be walk-off?
I was thinking about that. I think only if a duck ends it would it be a waddle-off.
That's true. It would have to be done by a duck, right? 0-1 is inside. Of course, every other team walks off, but ducks don't walk.
Nope.
They waddle.
Absolutely. And Quackerjack starts molting. You know, if you ever seen him get very excited, you know that parts of him are left on the infield.
It'd be pretty exciting if this thing stays tied to the bottom of the 9th, because then you got either a walk-off or you're going a home run derby. Either way you win, as the breaking ball is waited on but fouled away by Cordero. It's 1-2.
This evening, weather-wise, as it began with not overly oppressive humidity, warm but not hot. We did have a brief shower, came out of nowhere midway, but it exited just as quickly, and we're just waiting for the big finish.
1-2 here is another curve. This one pulled down the right field line. Scheduled to hit for the Liberty in the home 9th, Jonathan Galvez of the New Britain Bees, Gustavo Pierre of the Road Warriors, Mike Francosa of the Somerset Patriots, and Isaac Wenrich of the Road Warriors. So we'll see if it stays that way, and not much available. I don't think there's much choice anymore. Every position player, every pitcher will be in the game and used at that point. Great job by the managers, Mark Mason and Kevin Baez, to make sure that happened. Call 3rd strike here, so Scribner with back-to-back Ks, 1 swinging, 1 looking, 2 gone.
And now you get an excellent look at why his ERA is 0.89. We said one of the 2 best relievers statistically this season. That other reliever we referred to is Felipe Polino, who we will see in the bottom of the 9th.
So can he make it 3 up and 3 down? Tough task, though, with Courtney Hawkins of the Sugarland Skeeters. 1 for 3 tonight, a single and a run scored back in the 3-run 3rd. Since then, he's flied out and grounded out, but a big home run threat, 13 homers on the year. That's 2nd in the league, 47 runs batted in, that's 3rd. Ball 1 to Hawkins. The 1-0. Oh, he was going for the fences there, David. Why not? It's 1-1. No reason to hold back in an all-star game. We're here to put on a show, and he tried to do just that. Bit of an upset that Courtney Hawkins did not advance to the finals in home run derby today.
Yeah.
1-1 curve, and boy, Scribner is really mixing it up well here, especially that curve ball. And he's got a chance to strike out the side now at 1-2.
With only a few exceptions, every one of the pitchers we've seen tonight has done a very good job. If I was a manager, I might try this in a regular season game. 9 relievers.
1-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Evan Scribner of the New Britain Bees strikes out the side in the top of the 9th, sending a 3-3 game to the bottom of the 9th. Can the Liberty division walk off and end an 8-year losing streak in the All-Star game? Come back to find out.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Dunning, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers, donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack. If a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
At Bethpage Ballpark, the Kinger, Chris King, and yours truly, David Weiss. What a game it's been. What a night it has been. Started at 5 with the Home Run Derby. We've got a 3-3 game, Atlantic League All-Star game for 2018. Tied at 3 going to the bottom of the 9th with the league's best reliever, leader in saves with 17, the Sugarland Skeeters' Felipe Paulino. His numbers are astounding. 0.59 earned run average, a 2-1 record. We mentioned the 17 saves, which leads the league. He's appeared in 31 games overall, all in relief. 30 1/3 innings pitched, has struck out 39 in that 30 1/3, has walked 10, given up but 2 earned runs in 30 1/3 innings pitched. He's been basically unhittable. Opposition average against Paulino is just 125, and that is the task for the Liberty Division All-Stars. Scheduled to hit Jonathan Galvez, Gustavo Pierre, and Mike Francoso against Paulino. Bottom of the 9th, we're tied at 3. Will somebody be a hero here, or will it go to the mini home run derby to settle?
I think either way the fans win, David, and that's most important. Felipe Paulino played in the big leagues with the Astros, the Rockies, the Royals, and the White Sox. So a 3-3 game goes to the bottom of the 9th inning. And the New Britain Bees' Jonathan Galvez to lead it off against the big right-hander, Felipe Paulino. Galvez has had 1 at-bat tonight, and he bounced into a fielder's choice back in the 6th. So here we go, home 9th, Liberty trying to walk it off. First pitch, swing and a miss. He was trying to end it right there. 0-1.
And Paulino has not walked a batter this season, or has he? Yes, 10 walks. However, has not given up a home run.
Wow. All right, Galvez does have 5 homers this year. 0-1 is down and away. A ball and a strike. Galvez, 4th year in the Atlantic League, played for the Bluefish in 2015, 2016, 2017, was an all-star for Bridgeport back in 2016, and has also played in both the Yankees and Mets organizations in affiliated ball. AAA for the Yankees, and AA was his highest stop for the Mets up in Binghamton in upstate. 1-1 is a strike. It's 1-2 on Galvez.
No matter how this ends, an incredible 2 days that started with the All-Star dinner last night, continued today into the evening. The Ducks, their staff, their organization, from the top, Frank Bolton, all the way down, have reason to be proud of what they've accomplished this year.
Absolutely. It'll be a 1-2 pitch, and that low. Got to talk about the field as well, David. The grounds crew has done such an incredible job. You see all the stars around behind home plate from first to third. The giant star in the outfield, the different pattern on the infield that reaches into the outfield. The field has never looked better in its 19 years. It really hasn't. The 2-2 is just outside, and the count now full.
Oh, that just missed.
So big payoff pitch here as Felipe Paulino tries to avoid putting the leadoff man aboard to open the ninth in a tie game. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4, and the potential winning run aboard for the Liberty division.
Yeah, we'll see how Kevin Baez wants to play this. He's got Galvez aboard. Do you put him in motion with Gustavo Pierre, who can handle the bat well at the plate?
Well, Pierre, the Road Warriors, one at bat tonight, and that was a ground out to short back in the 7th. So let's see. Does he have him bunt one here? Frank Martinez of the Blue Crabs at third creeps in ahead of the bag near the cutout, but it looks like he's swinging away for the moment. First pitch, doing just that, but couldn't have got that with the proverbial 10-foot pole. It's 0-1. Pierre has struck out 69 times this year. That is third most in the Atlantic League. Galvez a short lead at first. He has 4 steals and 7 tries. Not going anywhere in a tie game, I would think. And this in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike.
So among those great numbers from Paulino, again, he's walked 10 in 30 1/3, so that works out to about 3 walks for every 9 innings. So at times, he can try to be a little too fine, but he has such outstanding numbers elsewhere. Just hard to hit, period.
And 17 saves for him, a big reason why Sugarland has the best record in the Atlantic League and our first half Freedom Division champs. 1-1, breaking ball, good block by Castile. From the Barnstormers, the catcher sliding left, it's 2-1. Waiting on deck, Mike Francoso of the Somerset Patriots, who had a big 2-run double back in the 5th. That made it a 3-2 game, and then scored the tying run. So he too a MVP candidate. 2-1, swung through, 2-2. But David, at this point, I don't think what anybody has done previously might factor in. It might be the guy who has the game-winning hit here in the bottom of the 9th, or the game-winning homer in Home Run Derby if we get there. Interesting decision, as we've got plenty of media here tonight that will vote on the game's most valuable player, and the award will be presented on the field. We'll bring you that too. 2-2. Grounded to short. Garcia gobbles it up to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. So the fielder's choice 6-4, 1 away.
I think you're right, Chris. Absolutely right. The MVP, player of the game honor, still up for grabs. And we have 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. That's the kind of game we've had.
So Pierre replaces Galvez at first. He's a 1-out runner. Pierre has 10 steals in a dozen tries this year. And it'll bring up Francoso of the Patriots. We mentioned that RBI double and the run scored back in the 5th. When the Liberty side tied it. There has not been any scoring since, and we're in the bottom of the 9th of a 3-all game. Lefty swinger for the righty pitcher. And that one, a fastball away, 1-0. So Gustavo Pierre held on at first, tightly by Devin Rodriguez of Southern Maryland. And Felipe Paulino, working way off the first base side of the rubber, stares home to Ryan Castile of the Barnstormers. 1-0. Hit in the air, right center field. Getting a late jump on it was Jared Mitchell. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Stopping at second is Pierre, and now the game-winning run in scoring position with 1 gone.
And Isaac Wenrick scheduled to hit. And I believe he is coming to the plate.
Yep.
How about this? A great defensive catcher. Plays for the Road Warriors, who have no home. 140 games on the road. Isaac Wenrick batting .211 on the regular season with a chance to end it.
And the guy at second is a Road Warrior too, Gustavo Pierre.
How about that?
So could the league's traveling team decide the All-Star game here? They've got an opportunity. Wenrich's second at bat. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Pierre leads off second, and Wenrich takes strike 1 from Felipe Paulino. So a base hit could end this. Pierre clapping now at second base, wanting his teammate to come through at the plate. And the Road Warriors, with 4 representatives in the game, have 2 of them in the biggest spot of the night. Paulino set below the belt. The 0-1 is popped up on the infield right side. The first baseman, Devin Rodriguez, awaits it, and there are 2 gone.
So it'll be left up to the shortstop for the Somerset Patriots, Alfredo Rodriguez, coming to the plate. The Patriots have done some damage in this game. Mike Francoso with that RBI double back in the 5th. And now Rodriguez at the bottom of the order. It's a chance to send this game right to the fireworks.
And again, he has had a terrific night, David. He's the leading candidate for MVP. 2 singles and a walk. Again, is driven in the game tying run in the 5th, now trying to win it in the 9th. Here is Rodriguez in. 2 outs, 2 on, 3 all game last of the 9th. If Paulino gets Rodriguez, we go to home run derby to decide the 21st annual All-Star game. That's ball 1.
Talk about atonement. Rodriguez with that questionable attempted steal of 3rd in the 8th inning.
That's a great point.
Can make up for that right here.
That is a great point. Here's the 1-0. And that low and away, 2-0. If he walks him, guess who's waiting on deck? Jordani Valdespin of the Long Island Ducks.
Now that would be a Roy Hobbs moment.
We got all kinds of possibilities here in the bottom of the 9th of a 3-all game. 2-0 the count to Rodriguez. Paulino a check of second, and then a little tapper foul near the visitors on deck circle. It's 2-1.
There is no way that Alfredo Rodriguez wants to walk. He wants to be the man.
Yep, you're right.
He wants to end it, but should he somehow find his way on, it's Jordani on deck, as you mentioned.
Alfredo played college baseball at the University of Maryland, and then he reached high A in the Brewers organization. The 2-1. Low, 3-1, and Jordani Valdespin licking his chops in the on-deck circle.
I think he's literally licking his chops. There's a puddle surrounding Jordani Valdespin. That's how anxious he is to get to home plate.
So probably the best pitch Rodriguez will see from Paulino will be the next one. 3-1 the count. 2 on, 2 out in a tie game. Bottom of the 9th. You want drama? We got it. The pitch. Crushed down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Turning third and coming home to score is Gustavo Pierre. Alfredo Rodriguez of the Somerset Patriots has given the Liberty Division a 4-3 win in the All-Star game in walk-off fashion. It's their first win since 2010 on this field, and they celebrate on the infield.
For Alfredo Rodriguez and everyone listening in Bridgewater, New Jersey, Somerset Patriots!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Well, David, what an ending, and I think Alfredo Rodriguez is a lock for MVP, going 3 for 3, getting aboard all 4 times with a walk, driving in 2 runs, the game tying run in the bottom of the 5th, and the game winning run here in the bottom of the 9th on a 2-out single against Felipe Paulino, again the best closer in the Atlantic League all year with 17 saves. So what an ending, David. We get a walk-off in the All-Star game, an incredible midsummer classic.
Great ending to a fabulous game. All the drama you could want. 18 pitchers used, 1 pitcher for every half inning. And Felipe Paulino, as you said, virtually unhittable for the Sugarland Skeeters, gives up the winning run. Alfredo Rodriguez at the bottom of the order tops here tonight. The MVP of the game, going 3 for 3 with a walk and 2 driven in, including the final run of the game.
Well, there's the president of the Atlantic League, Rick White, with a handshake for Alfredo Rodriguez. And in just a moment, we'll head down as Fast Freddy Forgione has the microphone, I believe, and we'll join the presentation, which is just a formality now with the night Rodriguez had out of the 9-hole. The Somerset Patriot is the biggest hero of the evening. Let's set it down to Fast Freddy with our president and the game's top star.
Boys and girls, please turn your attention to the area right behind home plate. Here is the president of the Atlantic League, Rick White, for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game MVP Award presentation. Mr. White.
Good evening, Ducks fans. What an exciting game, huh? What if not a round of applause for the Liberty division. I'm privileged to be able to award tonight's 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game Most Valuable Player Award. Tonight's winner is obvious, and it's a wonderful, wonderful privilege for me to present this year's MVP award to Alfredo Rodriguez from the Somerset Patriots. 3 for 3, not only the game-tying RBI, but the game-winning RBI.
And Jordani Valdespin just doused him with the big bucket. Again, Jordani was on deck if Rodriguez didn't end the game, but he did. 3 for 3, 3 singles, 2 runs batted in, as Rick White, our president, touched on. Drove in a run that tied the game in the 5th, drove in a run that won the game in the 9th. And David, I thought you made a great point. He had the biggest blunder of the evening, being thrown out trying to steal third base last inning with nobody out, but he atoned for it just 1 inning later. And because of that, the Liberty division is All-Star Game winners for the first time in 8 years.
And if you are here at the ballpark right now, get out your smartphones and take a photo of everyone in orange. You have teammates from 4 different teams in the Atlantic League who won't be doing this again this season, hugging each other in victory. From here forward, it's all about competition. But tonight, it's all about teamwork, camaraderie, and joy in a fantastic All-Star game at Bethpage Ballpark.
So again, perhaps the last thing that Kevin Baez didn't have on his ledger, a win as an All-Star Game manager. He's got that tonight as the Liberty division take it 4-3 from the Freedom division. Our post-game show is next.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Asher Tolliver, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Chris King and David Weiss back at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, where the largest fireworks extravaganza of the season has begun beyond the outfield walls. All of you watching our broadcast at liducks.com, YouTube, and Facebook can enjoy that. So enjoy, sit back, and take in the fireworks. And David, you kind of have detailed it all night long, but other than a brief downpour that lasted for maybe 2 minutes in the 3rd inning, this night could not have gone any better for the Long Island Ducks organization as host of this game for just the 3rd time in franchise history, and the 6,414 fans that cram their way into this ballpark that seats just 6,002.
If you talk to the man at the top, Frank Bolton, to team president and general manager Michael Pfaff, they'll say, truly, it is a collective effort. Everyone involved in the Ducks, and that includes everyone from the concessions to the grounds crew, the ushers, everybody here took part. Michael Pollack, a big part of it as well. Yep. Nobody works any harder, the media relations director and our good friend. Everybody worked so hard for so long to make this night come about, And it was absolutely perfect in every respect. The fans got more than their money's worth, as always, and now enjoying this gigantic fireworks show. Just what a great night, and truly an honor and privilege for me to be here with you to enjoy it.
I feel the same way, David, and if you were with us from the beginning, a little after 5 o'clock, David and I started tonight with a home run derby presented by Dig Me, Ray Navarrette's apparel company. It was Davidson Romero of the New Britain Bees who won the home run derby. 2 other Ducks made it to the finals, Lou Ford and David Washington, but they couldn't beat Romero. And then you had the privilege of welcoming Ray Navarrette into the game, middle of the contest. And as you pointed out, that was the inning, the bottom of the 5th, where the Liberty division tied the game. So let's give Ray a little bit of love here in that he always has the knack for the clutch moment, right? He came in, he filled us in on everything going on with his great company and his post-career from baseball, but the greatest Long Island Duck of them all was in the booth when the Libs tied the game at 3.
He did. He brought us some luck, and if you want to see Ray Navarrette again, I think everybody will be here on August 3rd. That's Buddy Harrelson night. That's coming up on that particular game, which is now just 3 weeks away. But just what a spectacular game, you know, from start to finish. And again, you got to cheer for the Long Island Ducks and for all the other teams in the Liberty division. Duck fans are very intelligent, very savvy. They know who's playing for us, who's playing for the other team. They know about the rivalries and what have you. Well aware of the players that make the Atlantic League go, and had a wonderful time tonight.
And again, the last time the Liberty division won this game 8 years ago on this field, the 2010 All-Star game, the Liberty won it 7-1 against the Freedom division. Since then, the Freedom division had won all 6 games between the two teams, trying to make it a 7-game winning streak tonight. They had a 3-1 lead, but the Liberty rallied for 2 in the 5th to tie it, and then 1 in the 9th to win it 4-3 your final. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, a quick recap of how it went down tonight, and David and I will preview the remainder of the second half for the Long Island Ducks and the rest of the Atlantic League.
Hey, fans, this is Jordani Radisson, second baseman, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Chris King and David Weiss back one final time to Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, where tonight in the 21st Annual Atlantic League All-Star Game and the 3rd ever held on this field, the Liberty Division beat the Freedom Division 4-3 in walk-off fashion. Time now for a quick recap of tonight's game. The Liberty took a 1-0 lead just 2 batters into the bottom of the 1st when the Somerset Patriots' Julio Borbon stroked the solo homer over the right field wall to make it 1-0 Libs. But the Freedom Division scored 3 times in the top of the 3rd to take a 3-1 lead. A big 2-run single by Frank Martinez of the Blue Crabs made it a 2-1 game, and then Wellington Dotel of the Rebs, an RBI groundout, and the Freedom Division was up 3-1. It stayed that way till the bottom of the 5th when Mike Francoso of the Somerset Patriots had an RBI double that made it a 3-2 game, and then Alfredo Rodriguez, also of the Patriots, had an RBI single that made it 3-3. So at that point, all 3 runs in the game for the Liberty side have been driven in by Somerset Patriots, with Borbon having the homer, Francosa the RBI, and Rodriguez the RBI. It would stay 3-3 until the bottom of the 9th when Alfredo Rodriguez would play hero again with 2 on and 2 out, facing the league's best closer, Felipe Paulino. He stroked a single down the left field line, bringing home Gustavo Pierre of the Road Warriors with the game-winning run, and the Liberty Division had themselves the 4-3 victory. For the Liberty side, 4 runs, 9 hits, hits, no errors. For the Freedom side, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. All time now in All-Star game play, the Liberty have 8 wins. The Freedom have 11, but a 6-game winning streak for the Freedom division comes to an end tonight. The Liberty wins it for the first time since 2010, and that was the last time the game was played on this field. Tonight, a sellout crowd of 6,414, the 678th sellout in franchise history, still enjoying the largest, the longest fireworks spectacular of the year that continues beyond the outfield walls. And David, from the looks of it, it might be nearing the finale, but guess what? You and I have in our contracts, we cannot leave until the fireworks end, so you and I might be here a while, but from the sights and the sounds, I think the finale is approaching. You're going to fill us in on the major leagues tonight, as both the Mets and Yankees were in action.
Yeah, kind of surprising here as far as the Mets are concerned. Phillies and Mets at Citi Field, bottom of the 8th, still no score. As far as the Yankees are concerned, they had to win tonight to forge a split with the worst team in baseball record-wise, the Baltimore Orioles, down at Camden Yards, and the Yankees are up 7-0, top of the 7th. Let's see, Greg Bird, who to me, when I close my eyes, is always swinging and missing at everything. Greg Bird with a grand slam tonight.
Wow.
Tyler Wade with a home run. Austin Romine with a home run, which is why I believe that the Yankees should trade Gary Sanchez and get a starting pitcher, leave Romine in as the starting catcher. That's only my own opinion. Yanks lead 7-0, and get this, 3-hitter through 6 innings for Sonny Gray.
Oh, my goodness. The good Sonny's back as opposed to the bad Sonny.
The
Oh, my goodness.
The Sonny with sunshine is back. So those are the Major League scores. And again, earlier today, World Cup soccer, Croatia came from behind and beat England 2-1. Croatia against France, World Cup final this Sunday. Croatia, France.
So how about this, David? Somerset Patriots drove in all 4 runs tonight. Julio Borbon, the homer and an RBI. Mike Francosa, the double and an RBI. And, of course, Alfredo Rodriguez, our MVP. 3 for 3. Got aboard 4 times, throwing a walk. A pair of RBI singles, one that tied the game, one that won the game. A big night for the Patriots on the field of their arch rival, the Long Island Ducks.
As if the Patriots are saying, should we meet again in this ballpark, we'll do the same thing to you. As we said tonight, everybody's friends. Everybody's hugging, all on the same team, the Liberty Division with the Patriots and the Ducks, plus the New Britain Bees and Road Warriors. But from this point forward, the second half continues, and it's back to going tooth and nail against each other.
So tomorrow a travel day when everybody can return home, and then Friday a full schedule of Atlantic League action. Ducks will be in York, Lancaster in Somerset, Southern Maryland in New Britain, and the Road Warriors head down to Texas to take on the Sugarland Skeeters. Of course, Sugarland won the Freedom Division. Somerset won the Liberty in the first half, but the Ducks have come flying out of the chutes, David, to start the second half. They swept the best team in the league, the Skeeters. 3 games here the last time they played, so they are 3-0, tied atop the Liberty Division with the Patriots. Are the Ducks and the Patriots headed for a 4th consecutive playoff series? It sure looks that way.
Yeah, I would never count that out. I mean, Ducks and Patriots postseason, and every game's a nail-biter. I mean, everything goes down to the wire.
So again, Ducks start on the road Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in York. They'll be off Monday. David and I will return to kick off a 6-game homestand Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 3 games against the New Britain Bees, and then next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 games against the Somerset Patriots. And David, very fitting, you and I will be here on Irish night on Tuesday.
All right.
I'll be celebrating. Stadium Cups will go out to the first 1,500. Get your ticket to the Bethpage Ballpark box office online at liducks.com, via the Ducks mobile app, over the phone, 631-940-TIXX. From the haze of smoke in front of the scoreboard that is obstructing the All-Star Game logo, I believe the fireworks have over, David, and I believe we have to wrap it up and send it out.
There it is. And by the way, next Tuesday night will be David O. Weiss, and it'll be Chris O'Kane.
Okay, we'll go with that. David, it was great working with you as always. Our thanks to Ray Navarrete popping in for an inning and doing a usual great job, but all in all, an incredible night, and the Liberty Division are All-Star Game winners for the first time in 8 years.
All right, final score for the final time for Bethpage Ballpark, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game is history. Liberty Division break the losing streak and beat the Freedom Division 4-3 in walk-off fashion. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast we just mentioned this Friday night, when the Ducks visit the York Revolution in York, PA, to kick off a 3-game weekend series. Pre-game show starts at 6:15. First pitch scheduled for 6:30 p.m. right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, liducks.com, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and facebook.com/Long Island Ducks. For Chris, Home Run Derby King, I'm David, Kentucky Derby Weiss. Thank you so much for listening. We'll do it all over again Friday night. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and good night from the Duck Pod.
And again, thanks to all the fans tonight tuning in of the Patriots, the Bees, the Warriors, the Skeeters, the Barnstormers, the Revolution, the Blue Crabs, the Ducks, and Atlantic League Baseball as a whole. We thank you for joining us on this historic occasion.
Good night.